what we've seen.
And I think I would agree with Finesse in that they look like the best team that we've actually seen so far.
Was he on the desk?
Across VCT. I mean, he was on his co-stream. He was featured on the desk.
He's a fan. He's been tuning in when I haven't been paying attention.
No, I mean, they were talking about the Furia versus NRG performance. I agree. It was just genuinely phenomenal stuff from Furia. But this is the first time that they are coming into a game and they are massive favorites. And I think that's kind of true all year. Even when they went in their first game up against the Crew sub-roster, people were still saying, oh, I don't know about this Furia squad. You know, they could actually lose this game.
You're absolutely right about that.
But it's, the tune has definitely changed. Like Furia have been gaining more and more and more respect, and this is the first game where they are massively favored to win. Momentum building for EG. They're going to need more than a few tricks up their sleeves to handle this one. The trade is quick indeed. Digizine, not outdone at all. It's a quick little two-piece and out. A quick little split into the A side as well. Stunted for now, but Superman is already going to be cracking this one wide open. If there was any signs of resistance, it's going to be firmly stopped in its tracks. And they just take a little pause here as well, waiting to see if there's going to be a response from Nerve and Digizine. It's an amazing play from Digizine that gets them in through that A lobby area. And now it's just about closing out. I think this is one of the big things we've got to pay attention to in this game, Brad. Can EG close out advantages when they're up? Yeah, the game the other day was not ideal for that one. The first round that they won ended up losing the follow-up anti-ecos consistently. Just need to hold on to these advantages once they get into the spot. But this one looks pretty set in stone, I have to say. Post-plant positions, tucked crossfire from Hell and Graffiti.
Last player standing.
Slowed down as well with the stuns.
Almost flawless. Yeah.
Really good start for EG.
EG are going to need some things to work well for them here. I mean, big performances from individuals, that's an absolute given. In order to overcome with how good Furia has been looking, both individually and as a team, they're going to need individuals, not just Digizine, because Digizine is the guy for EG right now. You know, get him on rifling, get him on, you know, an aggressive duelist, put an op in his hands on defense. You know that you can rely on him. But I'm looking for other people on EG, if they ever hope in this game, to step up and have outrageous performances. You've occasionally seen...
Classic Superman nuke.
Yeah, like a Superman who just turns up and suddenly drops 30 in a game. But they're inconsistent, the rest of the squad, in terms of when they give you those performances. And my God, do they need them today?
Hold on, this is a stack of bodies. Smoke in the wall to hide you from the dart. Yep, seen this one. It's cheeky.
You were saying that these were the rounds that EG have got to convert.
They have to, don't they? You get yourself into a winning position.
Across the world, these are about average 90% conversion.
Falling into the corner, though, facing with a multitude of bodies. They might just only have pistols and the better weaponry. Okay, it sings.
The Digizine and Com, safe hands.
Yeah. Okay.
A great beginning. A really solid beginning to this game here from EG. Com 2 away from getting Hunter's Fury online as well, so they might be able to come up with some strategy around that in, you know, round 4, something like this. Bit of damage on this bonus round, and then they can start putting the squeeze back onto Fury.
It's a potent one for EG. You got, what, 2 big guns, big rifles being handed into the next Guardian and a Bulldog. Almost level in terms of the full buy that Furia now enabled into. Definitely do some damage. We'll see though, it's all slow to begin. EG not really posturing anywhere, just looking for signs of life, seeing if Furia will react, but they're going to take the first step forward, stealing up the orb over towards A.
I like the defensive setup from Furia. If it was going to be something fast on a bonus, they have 2 players ready to defend C, 3 players ready to defend the fight over towards A long. They play retake B. Now that it's not a fast round, and they know that from EG, you see the defenders spread out a little bit more, and Koala picks up this middle of the map. And critically, Com. They pick up the orb, so he's one away from an ult of his own. They've handed over the spike to him too, so it looks like that might be the goal. Drone forwards. Classic clearance. Yeah, classic garage fake into a B take here, I think. And then if Com looks to plant, he can drop back and play his Hunter's Fury, along with Bowers sending over these long-range nanoswarms from spawn. A lot of that pressure, fast lane up, Paranoia as well, whipping its way across the side, but no one is home. Nanoswarms can be causing a bit of issues. The turret does need to be dealt with. There it is, broken for now. A bit of chip damage occurring. Superman going exploring, and one hell of a timing to take. Nerve, his head's clean off the shoulders. Jump spotting around. This is an aggressive play by EG, looking to take it one step further, but hold on, bit of miscommunication. Koala surely should have been spotted, but he's the one to at least bring down Okeanos. And Digizine, though,
will look to stem the bleeding, make sure that this round is within their grasp. Nanoswarms are coming up and over. Long-range artillery going to be flying in.
I really like this from EG. They put themselves in a great position.
And a Hunter's Fury as well. It's a cherry on top. Plenty of insurance policies. The tap is going to be pulling this one out now. Beautiful idea for the bonus conversion. Time still ticking here. Furia getting necessary kills here, but the players are dropping, falling, damage done, and that blind just a little bit too late. Koala smoke placed down, but again, no more win cons earned. This is EG with a conversion on their bonus round.
What a great preset idea there from EG. Control the map at the beginning just in case Furia throws something at you. Go into a garage fake, B plant, and then crucially, in that kind of post-plant transition phase, the 3 players that are not required to play post-plant, they push forwards and make something aggressive happen in the C connector. That allows Com to extract himself, and Com and Bao just play the world's safest post-plant to absolutely lock up that B round. That is lovely.
Let's go. Let's stay. Let's go.
Exactly to plan, and Furia found no opportunities to disrupt that plan. And I think that's really, you have to do that against EG. You can't allow them to run on the map. You've got to, I think if you're Furia, believe that you're the better team and start trying to look to contest them earlier.
Slow starts at the beginning of these rounds, but it's been working for EG so far. Digizine, Outlaw, primed and ready for any sort of peaks. Now asking for a bit of a clearance, so Drone's going to be committed there, just in case somebody has slipped into any sort of gaps in deep in A.
They're not going to want to touch short particularly, though, in this round. You know that Furia's economy is not great, so that's a danger area, and you don't have Drone to go and clear it, so Superman's going to have to be slow in terms of how he takes this spot.
No real stack of bodies. Alam is just hunting for that information. He's going to be paying the price there. Bullet to the chest. Quarter transition potentially. Digizine, there's a couple of stray shots.
Placing alarm bot.
Alarm bot placed down though. Signs of life are heard. EG, I think about 35 seconds left before they're going into this. There isn't too much in terms of a pushback.
No, the defense is not really set up to deal with this. I don't think they're anticipating an A re-hit. Koala Noob's got the rifle on the other side of the map. Should be fairly easy for EG to convert
20
here.
seconds. Hudson slipped in. He's in the short smoke now, weaving in and out. Hold on. They're taking liberties. A bit of spam though. Does the job. 12 seconds remaining. Time can't get away from the nerve. Still active, but eventually dropped and toppled. 8 seconds remaining. It's a nail biter, but eventually getting themselves into that post-plant position. Koala Noob, wide swing. He's got the rifle. With Com being dropped down, this is suddenly a 2v2. Anyone's game at this point. EU, though, not quite the right weapon for the job. Just a Marshall in his hands, and he might be putting his own body on the line to set up Koala Noob to succeed. Waiting for the smoke to dissipate. Now moving in, it's up to Okeanos to see if they can shut this down. And just spotted him in the cross. 4 kills for Okeanos. That's what they needed.
And they are converting in these advantage positions. That one was a bit more touch and go for EG. They left things really tight in terms of the timing. It's not like EG knew, like we did, look at the mirror map, that A wasn't heavily defended. If Koala Noob had been here and they'd been gambling and stacking because this is where EG had made noise, that could have been a really difficult anti-ego to convert.
Yeah.
But Okeanos comes out with 4 towards the end. And now Furia, up in the hands of Alan. This is the round where Furia need to get on the board.
EG would be a perfect time to speed up in a round like this. They've been playing slow going. Most of these rounds, bit of a take towards that A lobby area. Deep Nano ensures that if Alan did go into that direction with the operator, won't be able to play there. Just poking and prodding though for now by EG.
I'd like to see Furia getting a little more aggressive in some of these moments. You know, a walk down mid, a little bit of a garage peek off this A noise that's been happening. But EG have been slow at the start of the round, so I think Furia struggling to understand exactly how they're getting into positions. But look at Alam, he's on such a passive line with this op.
Yeah, he is. And they're still contacting, walking up most of the space, but not too far. Lambot's going to be heard by Digizine, communicating that to the rest of the team, and looks like, and it feels like, certainly a similar game plan. Have the A short space, you have the A long space, now you're going to start to feign like you're taking pressure towards garage.
Yeah. Com's normally good at this. You know, he calls some nice feints in. Okeanos with a fake teleport as well. Pulls Koala Noob back to check into spawn for a moment.
Just trying to soften up the A site, and so it all lies into the shoulder of Alan. Stun. going to be ricocheting, at least helping him out for but a
30
moment.
seconds
Paranoia, though,
left.
does connect, but EG is slow going to get themselves into this real spot here. The one-way smoke is being propped up now. With that kill, I'd say he might have just done a bit of a number on them, the reveal, but there's no really follow-up, no gunblade inside. Overdrive to Jazeen, looking to save the day. It just beams them all down. Good tracking towards the back of that side, but again, that time pressure's still there. The spike needs to be reclaimed. This is getting dicey. But in the end of the day, surely not Nerve in a 1v2. Snake bite. It rebounds. It pushes Superman into some very uncomfortable territory. But order Jazeen. Another kill claimed. 3 in a round for him. A big round for EG.
A fantastic one. They have just kept this momentum going off the back of a successful pistol constantly. And they're doing the same things again. This is a re-hit into the A site. Recon Dart finds so much value from Com as well, never broken. Yeah. And Jazeen's Neon ult, overwhelming. I'm really struggling to see from Furia's perspective where this excellent team with so many fast, reactive protocols has disappeared to. This is now, I'm just looking at the world's most passive defense team here.
It's like you could draw a line in the middle of the map and they're just not crossing it.
Yeah.
No reclears, no looking for information.
No, nothing at all like that. I mean, you've got to have some level of play when the noise is cut and there's 30 seconds of silence. There has to be some information gained around the map there to figure out where exactly they're ending. You could just see a flash there from the Furia coaching booth. Shaw unable to make it for the game today because he was recovering from some, I think, minor surgery. So instead, Camino stepping in.
Yeah.
Might have a bit of an influence in moments like this. You're down 0-5, your team actually does need a big strategic adjustment to how they're approaching the game.
So right now, just too stagnant. Too passive Furia, that's what's called the timeout for.
And you know what's lovely is that coming out of this, Jazeen is picking up an operator.
Yeah.
And you're expecting Furia in the next round, probably once they get rifles back, to go aggressive in some area of the map. And Jazeen's just looking to punish.
Yeah, the slower pace here. Knocked down as well in terms of weaponry. Furia not going to be working with much in this round at all. If you're looking to try and change anything, you'll be looking towards the next round here. But for EG's game plan, it's all going right for them as well. It was the attack side of their Haven, I think, as well, that really struggled in their match the other day.
And when I think of EG, I do think of this slower, controlling pace, where they're trying to shut down aggression early on and be quiet in terms of where on the map they're trying to hit. This round, it's pretty similar to the anti-eco they played before. They cannot allow the clock to run down to 30 seconds and then be walking into Bucky's.
Yeah.
So, for all that we're giving EG a lot of credit for how they're playing the attack side, you might need to step the pace up a little bit on this round.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned with the time. It's been left in the tail end of some of these rounds. Doesn't give you room for error.
Nerves watching those bullets whistle past his nose.
Oh, he's sucking in his breath. And here,
this
is a bit of poking, isn't it, with the attack side op?
This is the danger, I think.
45
The attack side op should be great in the next round, but I am worried about the clock here.
Yeah. There's no gamble stack from Furia.
But there's Bucky's everywhere.
There is, lurking around the corner. There's dangers here.
Where are they ending?
I don't know. Don't know what the plan is.
30 seconds
They're going over towards
left.
B. They might be sorely disappointed here.
But it is only Allen with a pistol.
Yeah.
They might have found the right spot.
Possibly. Stunned, rebounding, and that's the connection that he needed. Hunter's Fury as well. That's going to be helping out. Its ultimate's offloaded, and EU, happy to oblige. Push through, though. Watch for by Bao. 14 seconds left in his style of play to nail Biter. Right down to the bitter end here, but they finally do get that plant down. Bao tags, we'll have to respect it. Shots for the wall will bring him down. My God! How the hell is he getting away with that? Deep TP though, up towards the top. It's Koala Noob looking to sow a bit of chaos into the mix, but Addison dropped down. It leaves it just down to Koala Noob, and there's not much you can do from a position and spot like that. Listen, I'm getting worried for EG. I'm not going to lie in some of these rounds, but they are getting it done.
And you've got to take a step backwards. Nobody thought EG are 6-0 up to begin this.
No.
Absolute perfection from them. The way in which they're dismantling Fury, yes, they've got nail-bite moments. They are taking things to the very edge on the anti-ecos. But in general, this approach to the attack side is working perfectly. Now we have to see if Furia's adjustment is good coming out of the tactical timeout. Because this is where they took the attack timeout to try to adjust things. And we wanted to see a bit more mid-round aggression. We'll have to see how EG deal with this adjustment.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be taking a listen in soon enough as well to see what's going on.
It's all quiet early, though, for EG. Very similar kind of ideas. And again, that more passive look from Furia. This time, though, getting in front of the smoke over towards bricks is a bit of a difference.
Let's listen into EG.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to smoke short when you read around, okay?
Do it.
Go. Smoke short now.
You can walk through that maybe, Fob.
Smoke a bit.
I'm down for you to take the risk.
Yep,
Okay, but. All right, listen, we're going to fake C. We're going to fake a C split, walk back to Unk.
Okay.
Take bomb bow.
Yeah.
Careful
Peek
C long.
careful
Careful C long,
yeah.
and then you'll go back.
They have
You
the
see
alpha
that?
up here.
Wait, just pick it together. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Ready?
ready?
One,
Douglas, I'm
two.
a
No
blind.
option,
I'm not going to blind.
Walk back towards A now.
Okay, I'm going to smoke.
Yeah,
Ready?
yeah.
Yeah, smoke.
1, 2. Peek.
Nice fire. Good life.
Darting C.
I never fired.
All right, let's start going towards A. There's
Okay,
two.
wait, wait.
Come A. We're going fast.
Come.
Oh, so
That's 3.
Fast, boys, fast.
I'm coming to Young.
I don't have a
Go
flag,
triple
yeah.
long. Go triple long. Me
I
and
hear you,
Brian.
I hear you.
Yep, we go quick.
Go close. Go careful close.
Yep, I'm shocking for alarm
I'm
box.
smoking heaven in 5. Smoking heaven in 5. I'm
Hopping backside. Hopping backside.
Spike down A.
on your backside, Douglas.
Go right together. Right.
Graffiti right here on the left side, guys.
Graffiti, Neon. Dead.
What
Dead.
did
Oh,
it
two
do?
spawn.
Two spawn.
Two
Nice.
spawn as well. 10 seconds. Get the plan.
Play.
10 seconds
White
left.
spawn.
Molly, let him. Good.
Last
What
player
happened?
What happened?
standing.
Drop.
Nice
Gee.
try.
Don't worry about it.
Two.
All good.
They give me space here, man.
Absolutely out of pocket that they're calling Superman Unk in all of their clips to come back to him over towards A. This is the first round, though, that Fury have been able to make it work, and I think massive credit actually to Alim. I didn't see that enormous strategic adjustment that I'm looking for, but instead Alim alone on the A site, because of that fake that you heard Com calling, a lot of his teammates have been pulled over towards B and C. He had to hold this alone, and he actually did a great job. Being able to pick a player off and survive.
blind by my own oven!
But yeah, Furia finally get one on the board.
Yeah.
I don't mind the attack calling, though, from Com.
No,
It's still nice.
I think that's clear, to be honest. Some of the most clear comms that we've actually seen, but I can see where the time pressure is coming in.
Yeah.
Because they are really taking their time to make sure that everything's cleared, there's no mistakes being made.
Yeah.
But then that adds seconds onto the, takes it away from you.
It was also a 3-person fake on the C-split,
Right.
so
Gotta sell it somehow.
they were
Right.
late getting in back towards
Exactly, yeah.
Superman.
They were rushing around that 30-second mark.
It's possible if they look at that they'll say, okay, next time we don't actually need Okeanos. He can just throw a long-range smoke. Similar kind of ideas again, though. They go over towards C, find the pit, take an ult orb, default.
Yeah.
Alim on a different line, though, with this op.
Missing as well. It's EG. Oh my god, a lot of damage. Shredded. Down to 30 HP for Alim. It's got to be careful. But over towards A, EG, they are hard abusing the fact that there is no reclears happening over towards A short.
Yeah, I don't
Nothing
get
towards
it.
A long.
I need Furia to be thrown in some kind of A lobby crunch in one of these rounds as well, because Superman's just realized
He's
he
just
can
been
walk
sat
down.
there for 40 seconds.
Yeah, he can just walk down short for free. It's very strange the way that Fury are approaching this after we were talking about how good they looked last week.
Yeah. They do have a lockdown for the retake, though, so looking to play fully off-site. Artson survives. He'll be able to have this. He's already in the prime position for it. There he is, primed, ready, waiting in his grips. Finally lets it loose.
Com, if he gets the plant, will have the Hunter's Fury, but I think it'll be too late to
Yeah.
kill the lockdown.
It's going to be a little bit too late there, isn't it? About 5 seconds remaining. These players are going to get detained way out into the open. They are all corralled into the corner. There's 3 of them tucked up. Any sort of follow-up might be absolutely brutal, but it's not quite there. Bit of an exchange of weaponry. Alim's trying to play gun game at the same time as this one goes off. Still, they have time, synced up, grouped up, and side control now for Fury as well. They have completely pushed EG into the extremities. Not in a good spot here, but it all comes down to these first shot accuracy. Someone needs to tap this spike, at least pull them out into the open. There's a Hunter's Fury. They waited a long time for this one. Whips its way across, double face, but onto that high ground. It's Koala Noob, and he's shredding them. Chopping them all down with that rifle in hand, eventually brought down. Alim's got to try and hold down his angle. It's a bit of miscommunication is what it feels like, but really down to the wire. It's Furia who managed to clean it up.
If you want to try to learn how to position yourselves on retakes, take a look at that from Furia. They had completely pushed EG out of the map, out of the site, and they had people holding every angle. I mean, a player up towards heaven, a player on the short box. The only thing that they hadn't done was create some level of the diffuse pressure. And then once they did that, you see how much the positioning advantage is favored towards people like Koala Noob and Alim here, just getting free peeks. Free kills, sorry, on people peeking into them. Very nice protocol, actually, from Fury on the A retake with lockdown.
Yeah.
But mostly, again, the one game where you could say Furia are enormous favorites this year And they're 6-2 down.
Yeah, they are
on their own map pick.
Exactly so.
And now Potter gets another opportunity to adjust the game plan a bit. Because so far, EG have just been conditioning. We are slow at the start of rounds. We have not thrown a single fast hit in against you. Every round has essentially been some level of fake as well.
Yeah.
Anywhere that our Sova's putting pressure, we're going in the opposite direction. This is the perfect opportunity for Potter to call, all right, now start following the Sova util. Now throw in a fast hit that isn't a fake.
We're crediting Furia, I think, as well when they were playing against NRG for getting one step ahead of the NRG timeouts. Always trying to predict what plan they were going to be coming up with next. They're trying to get ahead of it by one layer. We'll see if they can anticipate this by EG, whatever the change might be. It does seem to be the more obvious play of what you'd want to switch up if you're EG. Okay, now that they're adjusting for your slower pace, time to speed it up, but sometimes obvious can be good, sometimes simple is good too.
I would like to see Furia try to punish A lobby at some point here. They must realize that EG are taking that space too easily. They're going to play passive on A again.
Much deeper alarm bot position this time around though. Maybe that's the adjustment.
I think this double swing might be the adjustment.
Yeah.
Turret.
Turret swinging through. It's a good play by Furia, immediately coming up with adjustments for what was missing.
Yeah, it's a lovely trap.
Yeah, gaps towards that A short, A long position.
It's somewhere that Artisan's been running the turret before. They just haven't had the world's most aggressive reaction off the back of it. And Alim is constantly changing up where he's playing with the operator. Tried A for a lot of these early rounds.
He's got deep control.
What a timing on that. Yeah. Con was going to try to force this off a contact play. Oh, he was thinking about it. It's an empty A site, but he's going back over to his lurker.
He wants to make noise for Superman to potentially clean up. He is isolated, inserted here. A couple of shots. He's lucky to be alive there. The wall just saves him. Backs himself out. 60 HP.
Another spot where Furia don't really know where this is ending.
No.
Is it B? Is it A? But the players are not looking to actually join up, hold hands, and go for an info reclear.
I mean, the deep space by Alim surely has got to help. They can get the stack over towards A.
They're playing just for the 4v3. Player advantage, A retake, but A is pretty tough to get going, especially when Koala Noob doesn't have smokes or paranoia to help you.
Yeah, and I'm seeing double Nanoswarm ready in the back pocket of Al. They're really biding their time. Wait until there's about 14 seconds getting players in position before they even tap. Look at his first signs of life. Finally plant down, extending into the round. That swing by Superman is just insanity. Way ahead of most of his team there. The timing passed. The turret is going to be spoiling the party. Guns need to be out. Com asserts himself back onto the line, but he's got an operator who's going to be meeting his match there in terms of the firepower. Alim needs to be accounted for. Stun just missing, but a glide and a shorty finishes it off. Job done. Bow finish there. Third round for Furia.
Furia seem very confident in their A retakes. There are a number of moments where I think a lot of teams would be trying to flood onto A or deny A, and instead they're playing for A retake. And to be fair to their credit, they're actually playing it really nicely. This round, I thought Superman might have had the opener too. He's having a game.
Yeah.
12 and 5 currently, alongside Dejazine. He was the player that we were saying has to step up if EG want win conditions, but I think a lot of this has been carried by Comms calling as well, and just a better macro approach to Haven so far in this half.
He's really trying to work the map. A slow squeeze on it, ensuring that garage control, big priority, running fakes.
Now, if this was a 6-6 half, though, which is still possible, that would be an immense recovery from Furia.
Yeah, and they're well on the way to it. Building it up one round at a time, but they've got to keep it perfect from now on. Stray shots and spam, and an adjustment into the setup too. The Sentinel Util this time making its way back over to B, over towards C, garage area. The money got knocked here for EG2, so they're not going to be working with the best.
Still running the same slow defaulting rounds, though. This might be one of those opportunities, though, to have what looks like a C fake split be real. But no, again, they're faking the opposite direction to the Sova utility.
Trying to get there with a drone. Turret's going to be broken. Now it's almost as well to buy a little space and breathing room and shots. I mean, crispy stuff with the Sheriff bow. Just decapitates Koala Noob, but when you have a little bit too wide there, but you have ults to be expended. Okeanos just out into the open, and it's his players fall. Now the lockdown gets committed. Worst case scenario, it's going to take some insane shots indeed. And that needs to be broken timely indeed. There it is. Fast lane's going to be propped up here. As much as you can keep that calm composure of your shots. Artisan's got it all locked down.
That's really tough for Bao. They're in a 5v4 when he thinks about putting the lockdown in.
Yeah.
And then just as he goes for the ultimate, 2 more players get dropped.
Yeah.
And suddenly, not only are you on an eco round investing in ult, but you're actually in a disadvantaged spot in terms of your players. And that's tough for Okeanos too. He just gets caught in the teleport, TPing out in the open. But yeah, not too much of a mistake from Bao. I think it's just one of those circumstances where you think you've got a good play, it's worth the investment, and it turns out to go against you just in the final moments. All right, a 4-player stack here from Furia on A. This is the A lobby pressure that I was talking about.
It's looking different, but nobody is home.
Yeah, funnily enough, this is the first round EG, a group to go fast C.
Looks like that's what they got their eyes set on. Smoke up though initially.
Yeah, using a C progression smoke to fake like they wouldn't be here. So still trying to obfuscate, not just going for a fast hit. Once this smoke drops, they'll go.
There it is. It's going to be a turret waiting onto the other side of things, but it's not going to slow them down. Not one moment. Deep Tad as well. Due diligence with the utility, at least for now.
And now Superman's got the pit. So it
So
should be
there it is.
difficult to retake.
Yeah. Completely denies that one main choke point, but guess what? Furia are not going to be coming from that direction.
What a nice adjustment from EG, just as they're expecting Furia to make their own strategic change-up.
Yeah. Bao is going to have a lot on his plate. Here's it, the rumble of the footsteps. That's a good clean first kill, but Alim straight there, back again with the trade. Instantaneous at that. Sliding to the side, he's making himself a very difficult target to try and pin down here. Even with that back pick control.
Oh, what a shot.
Crazy shot. Oh, it just keeps going. Alim, he's a menace, man. Right now, he's dominating. Not slowing down from that momentum of prior. 4 kills, biding his time, waiting it out. That pit's still up. Finally removing him, but the trade intact. But no time.
They don't have time on it.
That is ridiculous.
Wow, that was so well played on the retake for Furia, but the clock works against them. I've got to be honest, I lost track of that in the midst of it all. I thought they'd pulled that off. What a big round from EG to end up recovering there, despite Alim's magic from the flank retake. Which, by the way, perfect decision to go for a heavy flank retake. 0 people retaking through that pit. I think the denial there from Superman. Superman getting the shorty kill onto Alim just before he got half, wins them the round.
Yeah.
You see it in the reaction.
That is crazy stuff.
It guarantees EG the lead at the half.
Here we go. I set once more of what was working for EG. That A pressure, cutting noise, waiting it out, but this time there is resistance. Furia once more here, but this time holding it with just the operator onto that angle. Koala Noob disengaging. Doesn't want any piece of this when he hears all that sound pressure once more. Paranoia is good. He can't really see much, but still, my God, man. Lightning fast, straight into the back of the site. The Hunter's Fury to supplement and make sure that they keep them out of the picture once more. It's a good tag. Vulnerability applied, but it's not going to do them a lot of good. The plant is down.
How do you win a 4v5 retake on A without the paranoia, without the smokes?
Very tough. Addison. One away from the lockdown if he gets a kill here, but he's not really in a prime position to really be using it. Smokes on smokes in your face. So damn difficult to chew through here. Alim just trying to light them up. The fast line gets them all the way in, down to that heaven angle. Bow! Activating. 2v1 now for them. Nerve. He's got so much to do in a spot like this. He's just being toyed with at this point. Bao knows he can play his life. The time pressure already ticking and mounting. The round is won even if he didn't get a kill. 8-4 at the half. That's exactly what we needed to see for EG.
It's an amazing beginning to this match. I think 100% of the people on the English broadcast here predicted Furia to win this game. Yeah. And I bet, I don't know, 90% of you at home probably did as well. And yet EG have come out with a great game plan. The players are actually on fire too. Superman, Bao's had some huge moments. And comms call-ins look really good.
There's some magic in the venue here today, absolutely, for EG. And now we're going to send it down to Liz. She's standing by with a very special guest.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. And yes, part of that magic is EG's Chim Chim here, who you're usually with our friends over at the LCS, but you've joined us today on the side of VCT Americas. First off, welcome. We've seen your watch parties. You love Oki's trash talking, but now that you are here in the building, able to hear that trash talking and everything else, what is it like being here?
It's amazing. The crowd is very much alive. I feel like we got a lot of EG fans in here. Am I correct? Yes, ma'am. I also have a little question. These are y'all's camps?
I'll talk to my stats guy. We'll get back to that. But now that you're here, you've seen the game, can you tell me, can we have any prediction on a scoreline, any prediction on how this is going? I know you're going to see EG 2-0, but like, I want to get nitty-gritty specific.
2 million to, what do they got right now, 6? 4?
Yes, exactly, and that's exactly valid. I mean, I know you have a couple goodies over here for the audience here, not at home. I'm so sorry, guys, but we have some goodies from Evil Geniuses to throw into the audience. So after you, madam. Oh, we have oh my goodness gracious! I know GB is usually one giving out free stuff, but here we go. That's a whole jersey. That is a whole jersey. Wait, can I have that? No? Oh, no, it's okay. That's fine. Good catch, madam. All right, what do we have next? What do you have next? Oh, those little clapper thingies. We love. Guys, you make some noise for Chim Chim if you want it. Come on. If you want EG to win, you better make some noise for the stuff you're getting from EG. I want to hear you one more time. Thank you. Good toss. Now, friends, I'm sending it over to Ren and Sidjo because we have a game to get back to.
They're coming for your job, GB. They're coming for your job, I'm telling you now, man.
Chim Chim was saying, are these your champions? Which it does bear reminding people, Furia are undefeated against America's teams.
Yeah.
They ran through kickoff, no problems.
Number 1 seed.
Came back, beat NRG, who were the best performing team out of the America's teams at Santiago. Furia did lose, obviously 0-2 in the playoffs at Santiago, but those are against, Paper X and BBL, not the America squads. Right now, EG looking like they got the better of them. What a world we're in today.
It is topsy-turvy. We were talking about at the beginning. EG need to keep the momentum going when they get themselves into advantage spots with these pistol round wins. They got really the best beginning imaginable at the start of this map. Pistol round into the bonus conversion. Doesn't get much better than that. See what they can do here. Tapping away here in exchange of the bullets. A lot of damage done to Superman. Got the smoke though to reposition.
3 players still on the side of EG, going for a double contact re-clear for information on A. And Nerves holding this with the Sheriff.
Go.
Alan primed here. Got that slide ready and waiting. My God, just locked onto the Ang. Wow, immediately finished off.
Alan is playing a game today.
Still, Superman, he's just going to be caught out to the open there. EU just finds some cracks in the defense. You're right, Alan is playing a game.
Now, they've left the spike, though, completely in spawn.
Not ideal.
They might be worried that Okeanos is on top of it already. This is going to slow things down, but also, look at these inserts over towards C and B.
Ridiculous
Very
space.
difficult to play against if
30
you're
seconds
EG.
left.
You don't know how much of Furia, how much of the map Furia have taken.
You're going to be thinking to clear this area? I don't think so, and neither is Com. Can't blame him, biding his time.
You're so greedy.
Pure patience, yeah, it is a bit of greedy. Second player there, though, and Digizine's just trying to speed things up, knowing that the team split up on the map is Furia, but they find themselves in a winning position now.
Spike planted.
So it could have been a big mistake leaving the spike back there, but Okeanos, I don't think, quite spotted it.
And we'll go down to 1 shot to the chest with this gun here, but with the player positions, yeah, it's just EU waiting for the right time to strike there. Pistol round to go the way of Furia. This is what they needed to get back on track.
Even with an 8-4 lead at the half, it's not going to be plain sailing for EG. All of their success so far has come from very nice attack side calling and big individual moments as they got into the sites as well. But it's much harder to confuse your opponents on the defense side of Haven.
Yeah.
If you're looking to be slow and controlled rather than aggressive, you have to react, whereas Com's calling so far has all been him in control of the game. So it is going to present a very different challenge.
Gamble stack here for EG. Digizine, he's primed, posted up there with a Marshall. Find back plat, but yeah, Tara's contact, Artsin. He's happy to see how much he can really take here. Triple face!
Guys, go A.
Yeah! It had nothing to do with that, and it's called for the immediate rotation. EG are like, well, okay, they're probably going to be reacting A off the back of that.
Yeah, I mean, EG might beat them here in the foot race.
If they get a bit of a move on, I don't think so. Not going to be the case. Hold on,
No.
the K damage. Judge, that's a spike as well. Dropped down into his lap, but Calm a little bit too much to deal with there. Superman revealed up. Paranoia is to be a little bit late to the party, so clean up. Ordered up by Furia. 4 players surviving.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, one of the players only buys a Marshall in that round, so you can afford a single death. I thought it might get a bit more dangerous, especially once you upgrade into a Judge. Com nearly had an opportunity to win the round. Gifted to him.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, it should have been scenes right before disaster, and yet somehow he gets away.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point of the one guy with a Marshall going over towards C. You don't care if you drop the Marshall, and it's actually better information to know which site they're stacking on. This is the round that EG need to win, though, to keep this advantage.
Gun round versus that bonus conversion. This is fast and loose by Alum. He's straight in there. Just commanding up that smoke.
He's 16 and 10 across, 14 rounds and change.
I'll tell you, one of the things I was most impressed with in their game the other day, I think, was Alum. Listen, he was using a judge, and I know people are going to discredit him for that on the Neon. But a supportive util that surrounded him to, put him in positions to succeed. Excellent stuff. Okeanos, it could get tricky up here. TP, and that's not a miss whatsoever. Cuts up the ankles. Smoke now propped up, lay it down. That fast B plan is immediately dissuaded.
Love that aggression from Oki. Very happy to make the play in a situation like that. Whoops.
See.
And Nerve looking to save a Guardian here. Guardian, no armor into the next round, but all good. You got the plan down anyway, so it's not like you're worrying in terms of the money. This was the round that EG had to win, and Okeanos' play there just absolutely guarantees it. They're looking to send something fast and aggressive over towards B.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Furia were playing a little bit more of the set retake style on their defense.
Yeah.
EG perhaps opting to flood a bit more heavily.
Go, go, go.
This time, no even footing. Furia finally get a couple of rifles going. A heavy stack of bodies from EG as well. Looking to put a bit of a defense on.
Yeah, and no bricks. No brick smoke to try to push back Digizine.
Digizine, no, he just goes down anyway. It's an open sight line. Furia happy to opt in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they'll just take the team fight.
Dart. Missed here. Oki is alone. Whips it around. I think that's a mouse into the keyboard moment.
He's made the noise dropping off that box too.
Yeah.
Furia know there's at least one defender here. And a double push down mid. This is the info play. EG going for it. They have to make something happen here to win a 3v5.
Oh, they're getting squeezed.
There's no alarm bot on the flank.
No, there's not. EG. What? Hold on. Hold on. Broken immediately. That's in. He's been shooting today. Firing on all cylinders. Caught on the timing though. Superman will take his head clean off. He's going to be making a lot more resistance. Where that came from. Furia quick to fill in the gaps. Ensure that this does not get any more messier. Plant not even down yet. Are they just min-maxing orbs?
I think they were just trying to make sure that they weren't getting squeezed from multiple directions. But once they take down Okeanos, who's the sole defender over towards A, just looking over towards Superman.
Now hunting out the gun.
Yeah, trying to get the gun out of his hand is good for a couple rounds from now. I mean, even next round, Superman's actually got the lowest money by far on the rest of his team. EG, they are still ahead by 2, but that big lead that they had at the half has been whittled down.
Yeah, slowly losing control.
One enemy remaining.
You definitely force buy into the next one, but Superman's going to have a bit of an awkward situation. He could pick up a judge, Digizine could pick up a judge and throw it in the other direction. They go for the Bucky instead, actually.
Yeah, Furia going to be up against that weaker defense now. EG have a few stack of players in the appropriate position, but there's going to be a lot on their plate here. Superman and Bao looking to hold them down and backing away. Jump spotted, revealing quite a bit. The Bucky in the hand, though, this could do work. Superman, we'll see what they can do.
Go on. Chance. Go through. Flat. Yo, close with the Bucky. Long. Long and flat. Nice. So long. Cubby
80 on Cubby.
You fight this guy.
We have to. I'm re-smoking back to link.
Still Cubby, suck.
Poison orb emitting.
All this bomb walk out.
Yeah,
Hit him, 80.
Neon might flood with like.
I think he's still sitting Cubby. I could TPA later.
I'm on watch one.
Neon could have any gun. Could have rifle as well.
Maybe back bot. They're just holding his passive.
Last player standing.
I just want to point out Superman's orb there. So throwing down the orb over towards C, really common play for these Vipers. The orb that he's using covers the whole area that he wants to play in. Look at this. So this little corner that you're playing next to the box, he's put the orb offset a little bit so that it completely obscures it. So he can be inside of the smoke whilst
One
being
enemy
tucked. He doesn't have to walk into it and possibly meet attackers already in there.
The Bucky and the crowd goes wild.
And they did.
Yeah.
So you know they did.
Oh yeah, definitely a fan favorite, the Bucky.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I was impressed with Furia's maturity in the comms, because that was me laying out the world's deepest side. Superman hasn't slowed down. Quick early kill onto Koala Noob. That's your smokes down, at least one portion of it.
He's actually been dying early fairly often in this game. That's his third first death. Highest on the team joint with Allen. And it's tough to play on the attack and defense without your smokes player.
Yeah. Furia just leaving Allen as a bit of an insert here while they go to explore the rest of the map over towards the A.
If anyone on EG goes for a little jiggle peek and spots the neon, they may well read in that that's going to be a C re-hit.
Oh. I think a shoulder just... Yeah, I mean, he's rattling off some communication to the rest of his team. Sees presence, playing full retake over towards A. The shots are nice, bow straight there. Not open line, Allen, he tries to even it out.
But better overall for EG, isn't it? That's that aggressive reclear that we were actually looking for from Furia in many of those rounds.
30 seconds left.
If Nerve gets plant, he'll have pit, but do you really want to throw it in 2v4?
I'm not too sure. It's a difficult question. Doesn't have the Phantom either, he chooses to commit it.
Yeah, not a difficult question for him to answer.
Okay. Zero hesitation.
But you're really worried about people coming out through heaven against this pit.
I mean, Com has full util too. Dart's waiting in the back pocket once his drone fades away, and look at this. Good protocol to really play around this pit. Up and over the top, the rest of EG are going to be flooding through. Someone needs to trade that one out to Superman. Yeah, okay, just drops down. Immediately removes ads in. This pit's still in their faces, but Nerve surely spotted out now. Little loose of that snake bite. Surely not long for the war to counter spam. Dodging and ducking and weaving, but finally meets his match. Oki puts a stop to it. Holding down to the fuse, you got to lock in for that, and short around is yours.
I think EG are just feeling on top of the world right now.
Yeah.
They've really got these big moments and the confidence to go for the fight into Furia. I'm going to say too, Furia recently, in fact not recently, the whole year, have been playing at such a high tempo. They've been making decisions very quickly. Today, they look sluggish.
Yeah.
And it's actually EG who are controlling the pace, whether that be slowing things down on the attack side or increasing it with some of these like double info reclears. They are just playing the better game right now, which is kind of crazy to say.
Yeah. Was not expecting this whatsoever for EG as a team. I mean, they'd love as well. They get off to a very strong start. Dejazine just spotted a glimpse of a couple of players willing to opt in and take that fight entirely. Allen, no. Got the space he was looking for, but doesn't want to be called out into the open there.
He's only got a judge as well.
Yeah.
Right here.
A lot of ults online on the side of Furia, but it's about converting it past a certain point when you're already a player down. Going to be looking to commit. Bit of exploration, making sure that they break some of this Killjoy util. Deny info to EG and look for a couple of picks off the back of it. That's a TP though committed. That's Okeanos looking for information. The A short angle fully cleared. Com no, curtain drops. And oh my, it's going to get dicey and messy. It's the gunplay again. Rifles well trained. Furia ready for it. Nana Swarm ensuring that there's no instant reaction. Okay, Dejazine just got to watch from the wings now, but now looking to see if they can set this one for a bit of pace in motion. The blind is perfect, and it leaves it into Dejazine's hands. 1v2. Cutting noise, slowing it down, walking through the motions, but just trying to hunt out where these players could be. Tucked tight. EU could be in trouble.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my! Oh my! Beautiful movement in the end. EU barely gets it under control.
It's a great shutdown in the end from EU. Another little stutter step throws off Dejazine's aim. But man, that first shot was beautiful too.
It was a believer.
And EG have got two players absolutely firing. Dejazine and Superman at any point look like they can win you rounds. Here you see the double-edged nature of going for that mid-round aggression though. Three players on a wall drop. You know, if instead they just defensively stacked B, if that was their read, they would have crushed that B exec as it came in.
Yeah.
But they were like 3-5 seconds a bit early, and instead, Furia had the better angles. It's not done yet for EG.
No, it's
Five
really not. Five Buckies!
Five!
Okay, it's inspiring.
Oh no.
It is stunning stuff, man.
Oh, please don't let this work.
They saw Superman get a clip and they were like, I want in.
If there's any justice in the world,
It's going to work. It's going to work. It's going to work. Tell you this gun's good.
You should run.
Lockdown committed, respect shown by Furia.
I mean, they have 5 buckies. They have to jump at this lockdown. You have to.
They do.
Like, you literally can't play retake.
They're trying to hatch some eggs at the moment. Hold on. Pocket. In the corner. Good stun. Connects. Digizine. Go on. Jump on it. Jump on it. Oh, my God. Shotgun v shotgun action. It's messy.
And again, I think this is just karma for buying 5 buckies into the round.
It's got to be.
Good investment, though, actually, the lockdown on such a tricky economical round like this, where you know that EG at least are going to be buying some level of this kind of stuff. Getting it into a spot in short. I mean, it's dangerous even in the first place to try to get it into short, but Artisan's ultimate should secure them a nice round victory here.
It goes to show as well, Furia, they don't have any breathing room here. Willing to commit ults even if they're up against the eco. I don't blame them.
Bao should be dying to a human here. There we go, rather than the spike, because he needs to get his lockdown online. And so Bao's got the option of playing retake on one of these sites against Furia. Normally the killjoys are going to lean towards playing A for retake. But we saw Com read into that on the previous half.
Yeah.
And again, this is not locked up for EG.
No.
They are 2 rounds away from winning the map, but also 2 rounds away from being a tied game.
Absolutely. You were just saying, you know, the lockdown, yeah, you have your picking choice in terms of where you want to play retake, but not all clear-cut. EU's got an ult of his own.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got to be careful about that kind of thing. You don't want to be committing to playing retake at the start of the round. But you could well find an opportunity at some point.
Furia, they clearly have their sights set over towards Garage. Early on, Allen, again with a stun, lays down a bit of a path to victory. He's just skipped past most of this one. The turret was pulled back. Let's see if it makes a difference.
They've been taking early Garage as free as they like.
Even a deep alarm bot, look at that.
Yeah, EG have had 3 players stacked up. I like the alarm bot as well, because if they heard that noise cue, they might not be expecting Allen to be tucked all the way up here. If EG go for some kind of re-clear in Garage, they're going to be walking in.
Okay, reactive Hunter's Fury off that one. The drone being used. EU sidesteps. It's worse for the wear, but he's still alive, and that's the important element.
Yeah, that would have been such a nice pick for EG to get.
Yeah.
Because it would have allowed Bao to then play around his lockdown.
Now they slowly make their way back over towards C. It's about that minute mark.
Nobody's re-cleared Garage at any point, and Alim's got this info.
Stack of bodies over towards A. Deep TP into the back of that side. It's going to be giving them all the information. Koala Noob calls for the committal.
Very heavy push down on the flank as well.
Yeah.
So committing
Spike planted.
extraordinarily to this flank retake.
We saw Furia do this, and they're a little bit too slow to the mark. But we'll see shots just barely missing with a gun in hand. Fast lane. Dodging, tucking, and weaving. And he's still there. Guess what? He wants to take the fight. Bullets. Oh my God, almost getting shredded there, revealed up towards it. Lockdown should find him with a little bit of time and space forwards. That stun is good. This is absolute carnage. These players are being put into a bloody blender.
It's such a wild lockdown positioning, man. But Bao rips his lockdown from, like, grass.
Yeah.
And it barely does anything. I mean, I guess it gives you Garage control, but all of the Furia players responded to something quite unusual very well. Look at this lockdown in the replay. It just forces the Furia players to get on site, and EU gets to lean into what he loves doing most, which is taking these long-range fights with a Vandal. EG maybe playing a little too cleverly for their own good there. At no point going for the Garage re-clear. Didn't get that free kill on Allen, which I think is a little egregious. And now they're on an eco round, and this game is going to get tied up.
Yeah. Almost certainly here. It's EG at last minute time are being taken. See if you can correct the course. But like you said, Josh, the money is already broken here for EG. Furia are going to be in a prime position to drag this level. And not just that, I mean, with the lockdown being committed as well, you didn't even get EU's ult out for it.
No.
That's how poor of a position it was. They didn't feel the need to. They just instant reaction, and credit to Furia as well, because not many teams are going to be able to make a quick call and decision, zero hesitation, to immediately fill up the backspace, right towards the back of the side there.
I think if I had to sum up this Haven game so far, is that EG have had some nice ideas. They might have even had better ideas than Furia, but the execution has been wobbly at times. I mean, some of these defensive repushes around like that, it's either trying to be too clever or the execution of it fails and falls short, and Furia run away with the round outcome. But man, if you've got Digizine and Superman frying like this, and you go 8-4 up in a half, You gotta close. Otherwise, games like this are gonna be how you miss out on playoffs.
Yeah, certainly. We haven't even, you know, touched on the bigger picture of this group, but for EG, you might look at this as one of the harder matches for them here, but you'd love a win nice and early.
Yeah, an upset
Against
victory
Furia,
like
an
this.
upset victory. I mean, it sets you up so much better for a playoffs run.
Could make all
Even
the
just
difference.
making playoffs. Martin holding down a container. DeJazine though squares up. Instant kill going his way.
It's a major first kill. That mid push, not something that Furia went for on their defense side. And they weren't ready for it though.
You have to take rounds on risks, I should say, on rounds like this for EG.
Well, EU is taking a bit of a risk here. You can hear Bao.
Yeah.
Bao spotted him.
Oh boy, Furia. Stack of players. No clear decision in terms of which direction they want to end in just yet because the spike isn't picked up, but...
Well, you know EG are going to be stacking somewhere, and it's probably going to be C or A, but you can't really tell yet. Bao could easily be jump spotting for the rest of the team.
Absolutely right. Could imagine. Alim also.
Gotta go.
Looking around here. Jumped peek past the road wall.
30
Smoke popped
seconds
up.
left.
Stack of bodies. This is 25 seconds left. By the way, the spike is still down up by window.
Oh,
Pop it into Mutil.
that fake is going to pull everybody back to A.
There's not a lot of time. Someone's got to get a spike.
What is the spike
17
doing?
seconds. That's what I'm saying, man. Time. They've got a bit of space, though. Furia. Surely this is it. They're going to lock this one up entirely. Deep TP as well. Gets them into position. A flood, though, with that time pressure. It's EG the one's crumbling and melting underneath all of it. Didn't have the guns or the weapons for the job. Barely handled in time, but Furia account for it all.
God, these anti-ecos on both sides have been squeaky.
Yeah.
Alim sighs a bit of a breath of relief there towards the end. He's also, as we mentioned earlier, playing a great game, matching DeJazine beat for beat on the Neon. But this is the last chance for EG, really, to win this map.
Yeah.
Could they get things into overtime if they lose? Maybe, but their economy's not going to be in a great spot.
Now, this round right here, this is the most important one.
DeJazine's the playmaker, looking to walk down mid.
With this operator, this player's waiting. No, that's an instant slide to the side. It's traded, but there's plenty more where that came from. Furia, reinforcement straight there to just dish it out.
What a tough position for EG now to be in. You've lost the whole of B, 3v4. Alarm bot blocks Com from making a play, but he's got to go for something.
Yeah, Superman. Hold on, could take a timing there out of garage. He does take the fight and wins it out against Artis. Plant down though. Crownlove gets them into a bit more of a winning position, but they have lost control of main. All three players up towards backside. This is uncomfortable with a B plant.
Yeah, my eyes are on Superman, honestly, because he has been the playmaker for EG.
Not committing onto the main angle. Instead, he's going to be looking to secure a bit more space.
Look at this. What a weird post-plant
It is
setup.
really strange. It could go wrong in a blink of an eye for Furia. Using the wall to see if they can reposition. And the players just line up. It's Nerve. Strikes them down where they stand, and it leaves it into the hands of Superman. He's been good, but time fully against him now.
One enemy remaining.
And yes, you might get the consolation prize of a kill on Koala Nu, but at the end of the day, it's Furia up to 12.
Devastating opening to this round. We said it was the most important one for EG if they wanted to try to close things out. And that slide from Alim at the beginning, Okeanos was throwing a smoke at the start of the round, so he's actually a fraction of a second late to hold the mid-window angle, and Alim's already passed him. Oki does what he can, he trades out the next kill, but they go 1 for 2 in that.
Yo, Superman! Yo! You winning the round or no? Come on! Yeah!
25 and 15 Superman, but he couldn't do anything in that spot. You're getting great performances out of Super and DeJazine, and yet it's map point for Furia.
Yes, heartbreaking for EG. Look at the money, look at the buy. I mean, it's a scrap together assortment.
And isn't this one of the things that Furia does best? Double Outlaw and an op on their Sova to try to punish any playmaking, any light armor that EG would have to go for.
The management of the economy, always keeping an eye on when the money is tight for the opposition, when they can opt into the Outlaws.
EG have been going for 3 players on A at basically every round.
Yeah.
You know, they've been looking for a completely different setup, but they also haven't been changing it up too much.
Battle's position with the judge.
I guess that is the change-up, isn't it? The fact that your Killjoy's got a judge in C cubby.
It's a deep, deep position. You're not going to anticipate this when you see the Killjoy turret up. And broken. Zine signs alive. Oh my god, collateral damage there. Alan was not intended to be the recipient of that bullet. Doesn't matter though. Zine will take it. and an overdrive to evacuate.
Yeah, I mean, good patience, actually. I think he was considering diving in and trying to punish Nerve, but he didn't know how many people were right behind. Especially when you only see Nerve and you're like, all right, that's the lurker, and then you accidentally kill Alim. You're like, oh, wait, hold on. Full team here.
And time pressure. Listen, we talked about the Outlaws and the AWP, but
30
listen,
seconds left.
putting strain on them.
I mean, if you go back into C, Bao is going to win this round,
There's
surely.
25 seconds left.
It's all EGs to take it to OT.
Straight through Garage, though. That's where the control needs to be held down because, again, Bao is going to be squeezed by these players. He hears the sound and now takes the shots. Time, 13 seconds left. EU, Hunter's Furious even can clear it away. Superman! From the brink, he pulls them back all the way to reality. And for Furia, they're going to look at this one in dismay because this is going all the way.
What an incredible round to clutch things from the very brink for EG. I thought they'd thrown it away. 8-4 up, 6-0 lead. And they let Furia get to map point first, but even with a broken bye, they found the moments. The play from Dejazine, I think, is the biggest difference between these two teams so far. Like, that level of, I'm going to go and make a hero play in order to turn this around and be aggressive on the defense side.
And then the patience to temper it.
Yeah.
Not taking that extra line. You know, he didn't feed into lobby straight afterwards.
No. And Alim has had a great game so far, but not much of it was based around defense side offing. And he's going to pull this out again to look down towards C-Long to start the round. But EG are remembering we got a lobby for free basically every time. So that's where the stack is.
Yeah. Furia, again, the defensive setup doesn't really suit towards potential reclear. Koala Noob, he's posturing a little bit, but that dart gets a tag. Feeling the heat. He's holding down to his smoke cell for a long-ass time here.
The other thing to remember, I mean, Alim might well catch contact, actually.
I don't think the drone even cleared much from EU.
Now, in regulation, Com was calling to go away from the Sova utility basically every single round. Do they do the same here? He has spikes, so I've got to imagine this is a real C-split that they're ending with.
Yeah.
Looking to change things up for overtime. And that puts everything on Alim again.
There's going to be pressure there on his shoulders. It's a back plat position, and that's, oh god, spoiled by the hairdo. Okay. Just poking up towards the top, and again, it's all on Alim. What can he do? He overstays. Except the south pump, that's stunned, but the shot just goes wide, and EG, they get their rifles already trained on the appropriate angles. Open sight now here, but they're going to anticipate this one fast onto the flank. Furia, it's Nerve and Koala Noob rapidly approaching. Looking to fill up those extremities once more, but his calm, hold on, he's walking up to it, goes down to Nerve. Smoke up, drop down. Not sure if he saw signs of life from the two of them here. EU might be looking to get a bit more active. He has a dart at his disposal, just spots the one player. Sends it flying, that's Shorty. Superman was low as anything. Revealed! Doesn't matter! It's Dejazine and Oki. Put a stop to it now, one step closer to closing out this map.
Off-screen, Dejazine shuts down both of those players, flank retaking from C-Long. Take a look at it from his POV in the replay.
Necessary work.
So calm. I mean, he has been a monster.
It's unreal.
Two players top of the scoreboard for EG. We've been saying their names the whole map. Superman, Dejazine. Between them, 56 kills.
That's ridiculous.
Outrageous, isn't it?
Shaq and Kobe. Odin spam through the wall. Somebody to try and put a bit of a stop and stunt the Furia takeover towards A lobby.
Koala Noob knocked down to half HP, and he was a player that's been falling early in some of these rounds.
This has been a slow map so far for both of these teams. Not too many fast plays off the rip. Very cautious.
Take flight.
The pressure could not be higher right now for Furia. Stay alive in this map.
It's a nice snake bite from Superman. It'll give time for these A players to come around. And EG were playing the B defense pretty aggressively before.
Yeah. Mission to commit is what Furia were looking for. Now they do with that plan. Goes down, no real pushback. Alim's into the back of that sight. Glide to the side, and cuts it up. Crosshair placement. Not ready for that one. Sensitivity not even high enough.
I mean, the Shaq and Kobe comparison's perfect. He crossed him up.
Yeah, absolutely. Shot darts ricocheting back and forth here. Furia do peel back into more passive positions, but these kills are still being claimed regardless. Oki again onto that high ground. It needs to be a trade, and it's there. Dejazine straight on it. Action here from him. 2v2. Smoke's still propped up, and time is becoming a bit of a problem here. To tap to see if they can pull out the next wave of resistance. EG, though, it's got it in their control, and this needs to be denied. It's the fuse being stuck all the way. Digicine, savior once more for them. In OT, they drag it across the line here for this opening.
They had their struggles closing out that 8-4 lead. They need to get off, I think, to another hot start here, too. And it was Furia's attack side that just destroyed NRG.
Yeah.
They had no idea what they were doing against it. There was a lot of site pops, if memory serves, as well, which would be very different to Haven, where we were seeing both teams run these slower defaults.
Yeah, it was a real cautious game from both teams here, but let's get started. Not a rapid start by any means. Furia going to be eager to take up control towards B. Long and feigning like this is a full-on hit. Just with Alem as well leading that charge. A bit of supplementary util to refract back to safety. No casualties on either side. Alem even being able to get out of dodge there.
But the aggression from Okeanos confirms it's a fake.
And that has allowed EG to get a stack of bodies in the right place. Still with that util as well. Nanoswarm's going to be deaded. Hold on, you were jumping up about is ready for it. Look at that! Sliced. Down onto the floor, Supermoon ready for that instant response. EU is caught once more, just trying to follow up on all of it. And these strong starts, we said it was necessary for EG. They're looking like they're keeping it going. Alem, though, might have something to say about it. Damage done. That prior fight that he had against Oki, he's gone down, but that's only one obstacle removed. There's a stack of bodies, though, from EG.
It's a good break on the turret, though. Alem breaking that turret is going to keep people from EG cemented on A.
Yeah.
Max, you're expecting one player B.
Hold up. Looking a bit more winnable. Deep dart into main. Just to confirm a bit of presence from EG, but they're not moving any bodies just yet.
Especially considering that Furia really beefed that opening. Too late on the genuine A main take on the back of Alem's fake. This is now pretty difficult, actually, for EG to get in.
Yeah, 100% agree. I mean, look at... They have to be diligent. They have to clear all these corners. That's going to burn time off the clock. And there's Astra Stars waiting in the back pocket for Nerve.
Yeah, Nerve's still got one to play around.
It's going to be a pull onto the spike as well to add even more pressure in terms of the time. EG have got to speed this up, get a bit of a move on. Already you can see it and hear it. Time ticking onto that spike, moving into more passive positions. The pull, it's going to be used nice and early here, but that's the first kill claimed. And now the squeeze being placed onto Alem. He's got to try and box his way out, fighting past it. The stick half onto it. Oh, no way! Alem! Oh my God!
This rookie has become a phenom in the last couple weeks. What have they been feeding him since Santiago?
What the hell was that?
Alem was a very serviceable player during kickoff. He was not the star of the show. Oh my God, the last couple of weeks he has been. What was this? He's got laser accuracy off the classic.
That's ridiculous.
He drew Superman off the defuse as well. Oh my God.
Locked in and disbelief in the booth.
Yeah, but I can't believe it, because once you land that first ghost kill onto Nerve, that should be wraps.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like
Raid boss down.
Yeah.
All good.
Dealt with, dished out. Marshall in the hands of Digicine. It is that weak goodbye because EG, they ended up losing that round. Still, though. Reaction time test. Doesn't end up passing. Stepping forwards as well as Artin looking to confirm that kill. Molly. But Bowser doesn't quite connect into the appropriate position. The pistol shots just ringing out wide, but Oki's still there to supplement, but it's a bit disjointed at that. EG looking to see if they can get a bit more of a move on here, but Nerve still holding the back with his back to the wall. Guardian in hand. Just slaps him back down, straight down entirely. Second round now earned up for Furia.
Fairly clean. 3 rifles being able to be saved into their bonus. Koala Noob 2 away from getting his Phoenix ult online. Not impossible that he could play for it in a pre-planned position, but I'd imagine that most of the time that's going to be used, if it is in this round, as some kind of post-plan aggression. Ah, those are nice shots from Nerve. Very clean with the Guardian.
Tap, tap, tap! Tap, tap, tap! Let's go.
That's how it's done.
Well, EG have not got the fastest start going here. Alem's incredible play has left them down 0 and 2, but this round, you got to put it on the board. When you're the underdog in spots like this, you can't afford to go 6-0 down like Furia were on Haven and believe in yourself to be able to push things to OT. I think you got to just start fast and early.
Yeah. Almost certainly here. Looks like game of just trying to farm up the orbs as much as possible. Okay.
Back in a flash.
One player to put up some of that resistance. Good swing. Even better shot. It's going to be, hold on, a lot of mollies on the util being used to see if they can really carve out a path, and they do eventually remove him. Shredded by the bullets. A main control given up in theirs, and Kuala now earned up to that precious ultimate.
Yeah. Really good play, actually, to get the Phoenix ult online.
Yeah.
This is now an incredibly winnable round for Furia.
Runner back is ready.
How does Adsim want to call this? Are they... All right.
Just hearing the stars, and that immediately just lets loose with the stun for Digizine, but...
It's 2 pullback smokes on A. They're faking A into a real hit on A.
Just to pull these players out of position. EG re-exploring.
30 seconds
Try
left.
to take it out. Just trying to hide from the presence of Kuala Noob here. Adsin immediately answers. Okay. Here's the sound cues. He's being hunted now, but surely he's just dragged the ire and the pressure away. Now EG just trying to drift back into this, but player disadvantage.
This is so tough to win for EG.
Yeah, stars.
This is way harder than the pistol retake even.
Time's going to be burnt. EG got to hit some nice shots. Tap. Baits out the pull. But look at these players. They're raring to go. Chomping at the bit to see if they can get involved. Allen, what is that shot? It's good by Con, but not good enough. Too many players to account for. Too much to deal with there. And a bonus conversion for Furia. Getting off to a raring start.
Really good setup to be able to feed Kuala Noob that ultimate before they got in. And I like the little twist of going for the fake hit into A and then a genuine re-hit. Furia decided they didn't want to anchor. They wanted to re-explore just in case. Furia decided not to go for the re-hit, and they were rotating.
Come on!
And Artazine handles them.
Yeah.
Excuse me? What you planning on doing? 4 buckies on defense for EG. We've seen that round from them on Haven. It fell to pieces a little bit against the lockdown, but Artazine does not have that one in his back pocket again.
He's got the outlaw.
He's got the outlaw and a plan, I'll tell you that much.
Half armor. Okay. And they are going to be paying for it, I think. So brings up though those buckies. We'll see what we can do. Double dash over the top. Qualenub's brought down. Oh, Superman. Oh, we're not going to see another one, are we? Oh, we are!
Oh, it's Phil.
My God. Eviscerating them. Guns are going to be handed over as a result of it. He doesn't really have a gun to contest this. Let's hope that they come to him. Tom is ready to drone. Okay, then this one's going to be pulling him straight back out of that, so that's information cut away. But again, what you do without that back horse control, Cosmic Divide is going to be committed as well, just to see if they can slide this one up. But not too sure what the intention is of it, but it does push them straight into Bao, who's lying in wait. Spike in the hands of Adsin, but just being toyed with, baited with, jumped around, picked to pieces, and now they strike with the gun reclaimed from earlier. Thrifty win for EG puts them back on track.
There you go, the Bucky buy works eventually. They've tried it twice, 50-50 with it. I mean, that's a good start for a really low buy round. The angles that they're playing, and the way the Superman's doing it inside the smokes as well, by the way, jumps out, but then dips back into the smoke on the jump so he can't be traded. And then he's seeing the traces and just fires back and catches another kill. Some of these angles as well, like the one that Com was holding back holes, not Com, sorry, but maybe Bao, devious. Yeah, absolutely devious.
Slide off angle, yeah.
Yeah, but also just incredibly hard to clear.
Go, go, go!
Not going to be disappointed really from that prior performance here. This is a full send by Fury again. Similar with the game plans.
EG are not being able to stop Fury from taking A main control.
You are divided!
A lot of access to these orbs too, so you can see the ult coming online. Cosmic Divide is going to be let rip across the A site. Splits it up. Bit of taking here. Alan is going to be quite low towards the back of this site. Shotgun in hand, just with that judge, and there's layers onto this one here. Fury looking to take it one step further forwards, trying to fight past most of this one, but this could be chaotic indeed.
Oh, the
timing!
timing!
The ball is being made, they missed the timing past it, EG! In control of the situation. It's good work from them. Frag to pull back here, but the rest of the party lying in wait.
Now, surely this is not another 1v3 for a Furia player.
No, it can't be, it can't be. Stars lay it down, but Nerve, you got way too much to overcome here. As soon as the position is spotted out, they should know. Surely, there it is. Trade comes through in the end.
Nice conversion in that round from EG.
Yeah.
I definitely thought Com's drone had been timing there, but he must have caught a tiny glimpse and cancelled it.
Yeah.
Because he got the punish perfectly.
A little bit of overcooking, I should say, from Furia. I think they're trying to get ahead of the lockdown play. Anticipating a lockdown retake, so they're trying to fight that next wave of things into spawn, but they get handled.
Yeah, Colin and Alan were not quite on the same page there, I think, as well. I'll tell you what, I did not see him on the screen. Com did, though.
Could be spot on a mini-map moment.
And Dejazine has the op again. Kuala-Noob got his ultimate in the midst of all of that, but now the weapons are not good for Furia. He's going to force stuff. So this is Kuala-Noob as the hero for Furia.
He does have his ult. Might look to send it towards it, yeah, over to that hard angle. So this is going to be used to absorb and soak up a lot of this utility. He's going to run straight past that Nanoswarm, see if he can do the most. Oh, my God.
What a pred.
Yep. Superman tucked into the corner. Silently saying a prayer, I think, here. Stun does connect up towards the back, and it's going to be going both ways. Ult's even being expended at that rate. Hunter's Fury to try and cleave a path. And it's going to be carving up a majority of these players. That's spotted out. Oh! How the hell did that happen? Just dodged the bullets in the astral form somehow, but the coverage was there over the shoulder nevertheless. And Furia, just like that, in a good spot. Lockdown, still going to be committed. They feel like they are pressed into the corner, and it gets used on either side. Drop down. It's a Venn diagram, but this is going to be carnage, man. I mean, entertainment's on either side. There's no plan down either.
Pushing for this.
Pushing into the backside, trying to break it. Oh my, they
That's
just
crazy.
get it.
That's absolutely perfect from Furia somehow.
The timing, down to the milliseconds. EG the ones just staring with that one player down. His deficit just keeps climbing. 2v3. Potential to be caught in that transition period there, but the Dejazine picks up that rifle now. Moves forwards. He's going to try and spot out where these players are, and it's Artsin claiming that one kill. Dejazine left to stand and push back against the door, but in the face of all of it, he can't do it.
That is a wild round. I cannot believe that Fury have come out on top of that. Okiona's play where he swings in, spots 3 players, and somehow threads the needle between all of them? I don't know how that... Look at that.
It's absurd.
I mean, Kuala-Noob's really fast defending Nerve, but Nerve survives here, by the way, with the spike and 5 HP the entire round, managing to get the plant down because of the lockdown play. Anytime that Furia increase the tempo, they look like the better team. But when EG can slow things down, or if Furia are playing passively, that's when EG have their win conditions. I mean, at some point, I feel like Furia have got to recognize this, especially when the side swap and we go to defense. Yeah. I want to see Furia up the tempo on their defense side. It was way too passive on Haven. But when you see rounds like that are mad chaotic, Furia are in control.
Yeah, they can piece it together.
I don't know how.
I don't know, chemistry or something. But from the comm listenings, they have pretty clear communication.
Well, to some degree, they have very high tempo communication. A couple of the comms listenings that we saw, one of them was Arnazine telling people to shut up.
Sure, yeah, that was one of the exceptions. But you listen to other teams and they are all over the place with the comms, with the ideas too. Yeah,
I think that Furia players are very good at playing off each other. Yeah. Genuinely, I mean, their synergy with each other and how they push, how they play is normally top notch.
And so far, the game plan for Furia, it doesn't need to change. It hasn't needed to change. There's been no pushback from EG. They haven't been fighting for a main control. Nothing like that. Just farm up the orbs.
Yeah,
I don't know how many ults he's had up to this point, but it's a lot.
I think he's had 2 already in 6 rounds. Yeah.
And now 2 away from the next, so pretty clear game plan.
Yeah, it really does feel like EG are missing something fundamental to me around the A main fight in particular. B is a bit harder to fight now that we don't have Yoru in these team compositions.
Yeah, it's very true.
You could still make it work with the Waylay. But if you're wrong, you've ended up burning a ton of utility early. But the A-main fight is just standard bread and butter stuff, and EG haven't really shown us one.
Not even in a round like this. I think Furia expecting an adjustment from the timeout. Hold on, hearing all those sound cues. Com's going to be caught. Just trying to help out. Oki, double dash forwards, but no one was even there waiting. Very passive positions. He might have got a glimpse of information, but...
coming back.
Whoa, okay.
Good lord.
Call for a stalemate. Well, does Artisan want to try and push into this? Hold on. Wow. Yeah, top territory for him, man, with that gun in his hands. He's doing filthy stuff all series long. Overdrive now going to be unleashed in the hands of Dejazine. Could be exactly what they need, but it's Alim. Shuts it down and cleaves through them with that rifle aim. Even time for a bit of that min-maxing towards the end. Plan handed off, I believe, to Kuala-Nu. He's got to ult for the next.
Good min-maxing.
Yeah. Gliding here, though. That wasn't quick enough with the trades.
I'm not a fan of that play.
No.
Alan.
Superman's now immediately running straight back. Realizing potentially it could be winnable. Barely alive, scuttling away here, but a slight gap in the smoke is all EU needs. So, up to 5 rounds, and they did put up to pretty critical ultimates while they're at it.
Furia taking the lead piece by piece here, and back to a rifle round. That's one of those spots, by the way, where Adesina needs to be peeking a lot further away from the angle. He knows that they're on a light by his opponents. You have to take those fights as far back as you can to avoid getting wrecked by the Buckies and the judges. This round is about Kuala-Nu's ultimate again.
Yeah, certainly, and I want to see what adjustments EG are making. A couple of pings over towards A main.
Now there's 5 seconds left, and you do need to buy. There we go. Adesina and Alan, remember?
Okay.
Guns win you rounds.
All good.
EG looking to refight into A main, perhaps? This setup is an unusual one. They don't have any deep Astra stars or anything, but it looks like a potential for a trap here.
There's nobody catching the contact over towards Art as well. No utility, nothing at all. EU, the Prowler was timings. He's got a second one up at his disposal, and with that explosion of utility, wants to get the hell out of there. Recon barely tagging, chopping away at the heels, but Furia have managed to really just insert themselves. They found the gaps, and they found the weak points, and they are going to capitalize.
Great play from EU to back out of that spot, honestly. I think most players would be caught by that. You've got double duelists there that are so easy to gap close with Digicine and Okeanos, and somehow EU still scuttles around the corner. And what a decision from Fury in this round, when it's so obvious that you would be wanting to play around the Phoenix ultimate. Instead, they contact all the way through Art.
They're really slow.
Giving no noise cues, a really nice mix-up that's completely thrown EG off.
And this was the thing that they were doing so damn well against NRG, is that other side of a timeout, NRG would have an idea and inclination of what they wanted to change, and they would get one step ahead. They would already prepare for it, trying to get ahead of what the adjustments, adaptations might be. In that instance, they don't even opt into the A main fight.
EG are in a sorry state at the moment here on their map pick, actually.
Yeah.
They need to get Digicine activated, too.
Destroyed.
If you can get an operator into his hands. They've had an op in his hands a couple of rounds, actually, but he just hasn't been in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, that's the difficulty.
But I think you really can't be winning with this guy at the bottom of the scoreboard. It's just not going to be a possibility. The EG win conditions, as we've seen them so far in this year, are the EG is going nuts, and then Superman is up alongside him. Or, you know, occasionally like a big performance out of somebody like Bao or Oki, but
sure.
In general, it's the Digicine Superman show with some nice calling. That's what we saw on Haven.
The money really strained here for EG, but they have managed to get a couple of rifles in play. Turret up towards the box.
Bit similar to the pistol round play here. Neon fake on B. As Kuala-Nu once again walks towards Art.
Very similar. I think that turret contact, they've realized, well, they're not going to have anything over towards Art. Potentially players holding it.
Yeah, it could be an alarm
Turret
bot.
contact, and then they're going to flash, but yeah, no one's going to be pushing that deep, surely.
Well, Okeanos is thinking about it, but he's not quite aggressive enough to walk into the trap.
He doesn't have the refract. He must have popped it earlier.
I guess my question is, does Kuala-Nu decide to ult, or are they contacting through Art again?
Comes down to this first fight, really. Let's see how this one goes. He hears the Prowler presence.
Joke's over.
So he pulled back to a bit more of a safer position. As the dash active, contemplating whether or not to use it. It's going to be that ult now, running back. Kuala-Nu paving away, but he is shut down. Gets critical information, though, but the rest of Fury are going to be played into the side. Oki is doing a lot now. Really pushing him back. Weaving and dodging, trying to find your way through the one-way. Superman. He's got a slight pocket to play in, but as that smoke dissipates, here's the danger! Oh! Cooked to cinders! Volley into the back, it's up to Bao now again, can he reciprocate?
Spike planted.
Answer back with a bit of that rifle aim, player advantage! Still there for Furia, and tip-tapping, sidestepping, dodging past most of those bullets, and claiming all the kills.
The Fade ultimate gets followed up on beautifully, and Kuala-Nu's molly is perfect too. Kuala-Nu, after he comes out of his ultimates, thinking, do I turn around to look at a flank here? And his team makes a call, no, we're about to commit into a big fight behind this Fade ult. And look at how well they follow up on that.
Going up.
Pushing forwards, even if Adesina had not been able to find both of those kills, Kuala-Nu is right behind, ready to collect.
Oki, you're dying to a molly, brother? Come on.
What the hell is going on over there?
This is a really, really difficult situation for EG. As the underdogs, you hate being down like this.
Yeah, you do.
You want your initial game plan to work, like it did on Haven. Those are the maps where you have the biggest chance of success. Your chances of being able to rally back against a team that's, by all evidence, better than you, who's in the swing of their momentum, building up Phoenix ult after Phoenix ult. Third one in 9 rounds. He's averaging 1 every 3 rounds here.
Yeah.
So he's got another one cooking for the end of the half. It's a really tough spot. But they've already given themselves a great cushion to work with by being able to close out Haven in overtime. It does, however, look like we're going to Lotus. It would require some enormous adjustment here from Potter in the coaching booth, and even then, you're looking at a disadvantaged half.
Got to pull it back now. You have a lead in terms of the map. First one going your way, but you can't let it slip. Lotus is the decider. Who the hell knows? But for Furia right now, firmly in the driving seat. Weaker money as well. That's that signature element of Furia's game. Always going to be throwing the Outlaws into the mix when they can.
Oh, this is the Koala Noob farming round.
Yeah, he's going to be looking to see if he can vacuum up some kills, some orbs.
There's one.
Handed on a platter.
Bring them down.
Keep alarm on. Sidestep, and no, Bauer finds that perfect window of opportunity just past that Prowler. Done a big reveal. It's just okay. Shots in a dive, but he does reveal his position now, and he is caught into the corner. So there's the molly open over the top. If the bullets didn't do it, I'm sure he would have just been burnt to a crisp.
Nice clearance, because they have been falling prey to those Bucky plays quite a lot.
Yeah. Starting to catch on a bit more.
But they made so much noise over here towards B that EG are very aware that this is where the things are ending.
Got a stack. Plays in the right spots. That's a very good saturate. Peeking and playing off of it to perfection here for EG. Come with a slight peek. You know where Nerve is now.
Need that back.
Quite a rifle back. This has gone far too wrong for his liking.
The pullback smokes make it feel like he's on the rotate to A. See if Nerve doubles back or whether he decides to commit to this one.
30 seconds left.
He's slow walking.
Yeah.
So he's making these EG players wonder.
Cut all sound cues about 20 seconds to make it to the A side. He will have time.
Yeah, he's got the time. He's even got the time, actually, to be able to get the plant down and reposition, get into an awkward spot. If he can isolate one, then he's got the pull to win the 1v1. This is incredibly winnable for Nerve in this position.
Kind of wide. Pull's going to be used there, just an attempt to see if he can disrupt by a bit of time.
Yeah.
Lying in wait here. Cosmic Divide is you. Shoulder to shoulder. Nerve though, back to it all. Superman claims his life and claims the round for them. EG getting by on rounds like this.
2 out of 3 of the rounds that EG have put on the board are from Thrifties.
Yeah.
So, you know, things are not going well, but they are finding their moments to trip Furia up. And the idea of just rotating fully based on noise, it's a really nice saturate too, actually, being able to collect the kills.
That's
but
excellent.
It's mostly because they have that stack.
Jump scare.
Last player standing.
Con must have been losing his mind there. Back to a rifle round, though, and this is where EG have been struggling.
One away from the ult again. Koala Noob, you know what the game plan is. Doesn't need reiterating.
They haven't fought for A main once, EG.
They have not.
Well, one time as a like trap react play, but not at barrier drop.
There's really no resistance at all. My ultimate's ready. The Prowler doesn't see anything. Look at that. Free as anything.
They got the red carpet rolled out for Koala Noob to just rack up 4 ults in a half.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. This is just ridiculous.
EG in the past actually have struggled with their Phoenix macro.
Lockdown, hold on. Spotting present signs of life here, and Oki instantly on it. Able to trade it. Even just disrupting this one here with the ultimate, but that's a lockdown. It's going to be catching him. Oh my god! Just on the right timing there. Couldn't avoid the bullets though. Almost nice in a moment. Picking that perfect opportunity, and now Cosmic Divide to split up the way, sectioning up the site. Fast lane again, dividing up the site, just really making it awkward, I think. Make it feel like Furia can't get that safe plant down. Bao has that out control. This could be pivotal. It all depends upon that kill. He just baited around, but his movement! Flicking to the side, Koala Noob in complete control.
Furia are hyper ready for these normal defensive protocols from teams on Pearl. the pull that Superman's been going for is also designed for people in that secret dugout area to spam off.
That's done.
But there's util pressure over towards that area, and so EG can't really go for that. We've seen a couple of times people swing to deny the plant and just beef it. Okeanos had a moment, Bao there just had a moment. They haven't been able to deny that plant going down on A at all, and this is the first time EG are fighting A main. One of the first times they even put a deep Astra Star, so Cloud9 and EU might be tingling here.
Prowler sees it, it's a flash in your face. The Bucky shot rings out, and guess what, Furia?
Yeah.
They don't want it, they don't want the smoke.
Alarm bells. This is not a fake. They are definitely committing to this.
This time the Prowler was broken, okay.
And that's the thing, if you only do it once in a half, it just becomes so obvious what you're doing. Now it's on EG to get active elsewhere. If you know that Furia have given up that space, can you double push over towards Art right now? Are you looking for contact B long?
Com just jump spotting, hoping that he can spot some presence of some of these players. Just a 1. It's the Astra 2. Doesn't give away the game just yet.
The buy, by the way, is horrible for this final round of the half, but that's where EG have been getting the round wins, so who cares, I guess.
Giant question mark to the middle of the map, but now it's going to be moving over towards B. Why not? A bit of airy spam. Takes out Cloud9. Lockdown is primed. Ready for this one. Bao looking for the signal. And the plant going down. Surely that's it. It signals it now. Sends it flying. Nerves stepping forwards here, but this is... you're going to have to respect this one. You have no possible way to break it.
And that's going to set up Okeanos for a really nice ult.
Here it is. Bit of time burnt, but this is a rapid retake once more kicking off, and here it is. Convergent paths. Lay it down. Pushes his Furia players way out towards the back now to defuse, being stuck, but Alim up again. Alim! It's 3 kills for him! And this Fury Astral form, oh my goodness! Just barely getting away with it there. But still, nobody onto this diffuser. It's half on top, attack to try and push them forward. Superman has only got a Bucky, and at this point, fully ran away from him. Game plans accounted for. It's Furia up to that 9.
Crazy round. EG's ults, you felt like should have been able to secure it for them. But as they ripped it down B long, Allen was playing in that cubby. Just managed to dodge the ultimate completely. Look at him here. Unaffected. What a... Jeez. The shot onto Okeanos is lovely, but Dijazine must be losing his mind about how that half went. From one of the best players in the server to going 2-12. EG failed to activate their star and go down 9-3.
Not much longer now, and I will also take to the skies.
Me too.
You? No, you will always be a worm.
Just wait and see.
Red Bull gives you wings.
As we get that second half underway, make sure to hit up expressvpn.com/VCT for in-game rewards with the advanced and pro plans right now. You can scan the QR code on your screens. But Right now, what we're looking at is that 9-3 scoreline for EG. Dire circumstances, they're not in the danger zone just yet. They did secure that opening map against everybody's expectations. A Furia squad that was coming off an absolute blinder of a match versus NRG. So they've done a lot of the hard work already, but it's just about keeping it going. And so far, Furia looks like they've woken up a little bit.
Yeah, I think EG also coming into Pearl without the same level of excellent game plan that was throwing Furia off. But it was their attack side where Com was doing his best work on the calling. We'll see if they can manage to pull something out here.
Early posture and break towards mid. The turret's going to be going down, but this is a rapid takeover, isn't it? Immediately looking to deny control over towards A main, and Furia are grouping up inside the smoke they go. And now the pop flash play. Here it is. Anti was being played to Jazine. Flicking and adjusting. Com is ready, waiting. Sheriff in his hands.
Right here.
Putting plenty of those Furia players to rest.
Well, I like that we're seeing a more aggressive defense from Furia, but EG was so ready for that. Especially when they heard the footstep of the players getting into the smoke. 4-2 advantage for EG in terms of the players.
Last player standing.
And now only one. This should be a pretty easy pistol to start some level of a comeback here in the second half.
Scanning ahead.
That's what's needed for a team like EG. Down as many rounds goes without saying, the pistol is essential. We were talking at the beginning of Haven as well about them taking their advantages and running with it, which they did, honestly, successfully.
I think one of the problems was that they didn't find any advantages in this first half here of Pearl.
No, they didn't get off to that blinding start, did
I think the only round that you could really call to that is the 3v1 that Alec won.
Yeah.
And that was a really rough one for EG. Other than that, though, Furia managed to get 11 plants out of the 12 rounds. So, yeah, you're going to end up converting a lot of those, especially when you're going up against such a good post-plant team. The Buckies are coming out to play again. But
yeah.
Furia, you're not buying enough of them.
No, you need to get 5 on the board. You need to break your economy for the next round.
Yeah, this is a classic mistake.
Pretty diligent, though, from EG. Obviously not eager to rush into anything, making sure that they scope out what's going on. They know that Furia, again, are going to be going for a pretty similar game plan, trying to fight over A main, trying to get in the orbs into Kuala-Nu, so we can get those ults online.
And Com's calling style in general is very slow, trying to control the map, as much of it as possible. Late round execs quite a lot of the time. And also a ton of fakes. I mean, that's another hallmark of how Com likes to call.
No signs of life from Furia, though. Just the turret to catch that contact. Broken. Drone to follow up and through. There's an attack there, but it does spot out the player. But it's just Hudson showing presence. Gives away what they really already knew with the turret being there. If they want to go into this one, they might be upset. That, I believe, holding for the double dash into backside. But Oki is just contacting, and this could get really deadly. Stun ricocheting. Molly's already going to be sent flying forwards. Signs of life here from Furia, looking to put up a bit of a defense now, pushing back this EG approach. And the players are now stacking steadily towards the right areas here. Again, this could get dangerous. This could get bloody. This could get entirely out of direction and hand. EG, instant retreat to get that plant down, and now trying to play the post plant in a more controlled manner. But it's just 3 players. Keanu's as well, stuck into a corner of the site. Sidestep, instant response. Hudson is so quick on the trade, but a better weaponry, surely that's what will pave the way. Wide face and swing, damage done prior. EU's barely got any life at all to play with. And a shot from Superman puts them into the win column.
It's an expensive round for EG to convert, but I think they'll just be happy that they got it on the board.
Yeah.
It does make the bonus much more difficult. EG are going to be coming into that one with only, I think, 2.5 weapons, something like that. Maybe 3 if they can scrap things together.
1 enemy remains.
But at the end of the day, they got it done, and it gives them a chance to be able to tie things a bit more towards level on this attack half. Yeah, they've got a Phantom, a Bulldog, and an Outlaw, so
Slowing them down.
gonna go for a really fast A main fight.
Yeah, instantaneously. Off the rip. Full control of A main is theirs, the orb on top of it as well, so.
You want to be picking that up as often as you can, just to deny it from Kuala-Nu, if nothing else.
Side benefit of building up your own ults.
Furia, though, not over-investing, expecting a re-hit to happen immediately. Prowler goes out through Art. That gives EU the timing to commit back over towards A. And bodies are starting to get more and more in this area.
Yeah.
As that Killjoy utility found no contact.
Exactly. Turret's not broken on lane. And there's an attempt in hand. Still Bow. Locked onto the angle now. It's a Hunter's Fury. And that Judge going to be putting in good work of it. Alim just trying to eviscerate them before they could even get through the door. Stunted and stopped at that choke point. A Spike as well in an irretrievable position. Hold on, smoke dissipating. You're barely getting back and away. It's a 2v4, of which Furia in complete control.
30 seconds left.
If they can just do damage here, though, take guns out of the hands of the Furia players, that's really what EG should be looking for in a situation like this. The round is completely out of your control, but if you could take down EU, perhaps, who's 21 HP, nah, in the end, 4 players survive and keep rifles into the next. Not what EG were looking for.
Yeah, scurries away, keeps the economy healthy.
Beautifully played, though, by Furia in terms of their information around the map. I think that's one of the things that they were really struggling with on Haven, because they weren't going for information reclears. That's a nice horn to be able to catch Superman. But the Prowler that EU used earlier on fully cleared Art. The Killjoy utility was telling them that there's nobody lane and nobody B long. So they were really happy on a timing to pick up that re-hit with 3 and 4 players.
Yeah, 4 players just waiting to respond to if the hit came through.
Right, here's that deep Astra Star over towards A main. A Prowler. It's not a full commitment on the fight, but I think Alan would have wanted to go for that if he'd been given the chance. Judge in hand.
Yeah, no connection. Anson is waiting. Qualinoob also has a flash off this turret contact. It's a cheeky play. We've seen it a few times.
From watching Furia against LNG, it looks like Furia's protocol is to only start rotating B when they hear drones down B long. So now you hear the drone B long. Artisan calls for Qualinoob over. And they spot the alarm bot.
Yeah, giving up on the idea to trap play. Now, just seeing if they can make sure that they put up the defenses and he sort of push back over towards this B hit because it feels inevitable at this point. R control, A main control. Some light jiggling from Furia to be able to get some pretty good mid-round information. And that's because of the stack of 3 players waiting. Bow taking a peek. Turret was taken out.
This is nice. Now Furia don't really know where on the map EG are going. EG decided to use his timing on a B hit.
Here it is, yeah. Light speed straight over towards the top there. Players grouped up and EU is going to be caught into a corner, but the wall gives a bit of bailout. The rest of his team as well responding in kind. Artson's there. Damage done. Trying to take the timing. Bow! It's labored, but he does get the job done. Rifle fight straight down lane. 20 seconds though, and this spike does need to go down. Time pressure again being a bit of a problem for this EG squad, and the kill's being forced out way into the open to Jazine, who does his best. A little bit too much to overcome though, even though it was forced into that 1v1, it's EU on top.
Positioning and crossfires coming through for Furia. He never really got that backstab pressure going as well. Val picked out one, but couldn't be the playmaker they needed. Traded out. And EU does so well here, just playing off his teammates. Having to be the pivot guy. Trades out towards B long, comes back in, trades out towards site. And EG, with a bad buy, looking down the barrel of Furia, getting to map point.
Yeah, one more round will do it, puts him up to 12.
That was a much better approach though for Comms calling. They actually put Furia in a difficult spot.
Yeah, come down to the 1v1.
Qualinoob gets to pick up this orb for free.
Resistance is delayed with the refight. EG looking to jump on the chance if they get the punish online.
They just didn't execute that trap properly.
No, not quite. Fast lane's going to be all the way up in your face, but again, the Judge. That's what meets them on the other side of it.
Qualinoob's going for this.
Yeah, he's just sending it. But now Rao, okay, with the ults, running forwards, running back. This is getting absolutely chaotic as anything. And Kaladin and skewered a rifle aim on point.
Again, the faster things get, the more Furia look like the better team. Com left with a stinger in it, all to do in a 1v5. This round, I don't think, had too many chances of going his way. And Qualinoob picks it up in the end. 7 opportunities here for Furia to close things out.
Yeah.
And this is why I was saying that I wouldn't have been surprised if the map picks were reversed. EG pick Pearl. I'm not really seeing the reason why. I don't think they did a great job of denying Qualinoob ults on the attack side. Maybe it's because they have this read to, you know, drone B long and try to play other areas around the map, but I don't know. This has just been Furia proving again that they are a great Pearl team now.
Yeah, looking ahead to Lotus at this point. One round, all that's needed for Furia. Ults built up steadily. A couple of players one away on either side, but two-way, I should say. EG dashed over quickly to try and take some of that lane control. Alim! Here's that sound pressure, and he's raring to go, isn't he? That's pulled out, all that util. The attention pulled straight back towards him. With Bao going down. Turret. Alarm bot goes down with it. Map control steadily being lost for EG. They're going to have to dig themselves out of a hole. Ooh, that's not ideal.
No.
And you're trying to be quiet.
Got to imagine that wasn't intentional.
Yep, a little bit too sensitive there on the mouse.
EG know that they need to make a play in this position, though. This is not just, okay, we hold around the map and then we create an opportunity to go for an exec. They kind of need to overstay their welcome, over-push, look for a pick before they commit, I think.
Diligent positions, though, by Furia.
Not giving them much.
No. They're holding these angles down. Close quarters for Alan. Crouched up. Might get spotted here. Yes, indeed. Spotted first. Quick reactions from Okeanos.
30 seconds left.
Cosmic Divide now. Splits it up. Backside control. Held down by EG, and that plan can come through.
It is that nice pressure to get themselves into a 4v4. Furia have been very good in the retakes, though.
Here it is. Nightfall scatters forwards. Nerve trying to play off the back of that. Koala was brought down. It's that instant trade that we saw once more. Cosmic Divide is through for Furia. They're looking to see if they can close this map out, send it all the way to Lotus. Getting the move on now, forcing the issue for EG. They're the ones who have to step forwards up to the mark. But Furia, they swiftly handle it. And Lotus now, it's going to be that decider.
Caught off guard on Haven. A great start for EG, but this do something here. Whether he's got a rifle in his hand or whether he's got an op, he needs to be posted in aggressive positions, looking to take early fights and try to pick off Furia, tax some utility out of them before they go back to the site.
They're going to be tested here, and you're exactly right. We need to see that big step up. The Jazeen repeated a performance as Superman was able to pull out in map 1 perhaps here, but able to put their best foot forwards. Furia not messing around here. They've got a big stack of bodies, and the players are just walking up behind this Viper wall. The door is open wide, and they just swap presence from just the one player. Attempt to see if they can trigger out a bit of a trap play. Much harder to fight over A-Rubble these days with the Lotus changes. Widening up that choke point.
I'm wondering if they want to refight over it if the door gets tapped, but Jazeen's positioning more passive, and my god, what a shot.
Yep, Alan immediately just announces himself to the server. Take that residency, just sidestepping there, the stun as well, that just goes wide, no quick follow-up. This is EG though, looking for a contact player to own, re-clearance as that wall drops down, none the wiser.
They're getting frustrated here though, they're looking for a fight, but Furia not giving it to them.
And there it is, finally, Nerve will just peek his head, Albert Addison is that next line of defense here, twisting and turning around, the kill's going his way, that's in! Walking on water!
Rips 3 heads with the Ghost, leaves it all down to Superman. He was fantastic, but this position, it's almost impossible. He has to get past Artisan on his right, handle people on the left.
Too much to deal with. Too many obstacles here, and he's just trying to spot it out. At least that's the first one. Obstacle found, but dealing with it is another matter. Good twist and turn, just trying to direct attention away now as well. Even staying alive and kicking 61 health. Door opens up. Angle accounted for. EU jiggling up here. They know exactly where he is. The paranoia could not be more perfect from Koala Noob. Sound heard and a peek off the other player's presence. Koala Noob is the first one to take out Superman there. But it's all Artsin as well. A little angle he was playing towards Rubble. I called him the insurance policy for good reason, because nobody was expecting it.
It's a great opener. They actually responded back fairly well. And yeah, being able to collect both of the people trying to trade you out, that's a round winner.
Yeah. Furia was wondering if they're going to be able to keep that momentum moving from map 2. Looks like it's the case so far. EG, they were getting a couple of upset, thrifty rounds here and there, but there's no real investment. Just Jazeen with that Marshall. And one hell of a high-low setup over towards A that's immediately going to be broken up from that sound pressure on C.
The defensive rotate is coming in very quickly. We saw Furia get tripped up by a few of these anti-eco rounds before.
Ooh. Danger. Players line and wait once more, and this is it, trying to make the most out of him! He's got the right weapon for it, hasn't he?
Yeah. I think Furia are so on top of abusing the weapons in this game.
Yeah.
One of the big things, one of the biggest things that they said before the season had even begun is that it wasn't necessarily like an agent meta, it was a scope meta.
Yeah.
And I remember Alim saying that before the season had started. Nobody else had really given that answer in the interviews that we'd been having. Turned out to be correct.
We've never had that in Valorant history.
No, not
the
not
metas are defined by the agents usually, but in the state of affairs that we're in right now with initiator util, it's like...
And I think he was correct in that assessment. But then at Santiago, it was more of a Judge Neon meta, wasn't it? And so recently, we just heard from Furia again where they were saying, well, we adapted to that during Santiago, and now, I mean, you look at Alim, judging his hand again here on a bonus. Yeah, they have adapted to it beautifully.
Yeah, and I said the other day, it's Nongshim-esque with the way that they set up Alim.
I think they've learned a lot from Santiago.
Yeah.
Not just the matches, but the scrims.
Wow. Too much in terms of resistance, that is. Oh, just perfect util.
Yeah.
It's a paranoia to play off perfectly, and now blue room secured.
They are very, very good at setting up Alim with paranoias and seizes. Those are the big pieces of util that Kuala Lumpur and EU seem to just give him free kills with.
Pinpoint accuracy too. Real guesswork.
Okay, EG are going for this one. I thought for a sick moment there they were going to be saving. They're just taking their time setting up for the retake.
A moment of hesitation. Thorns drop down. Open sight lines though. Alim could disengage. Losing main control. Paranoia's going to be trying to flush these players way out into the open, and this could get awkward. This could get deadly and dangerous. Spraying away wildly at that, but these could be shots in the dark. Oh, a flash.
That is so nice. I love those post-plant flashes from the Vice players. So critical for winning you these rounds. Getting back in a 2v2 there, honestly, that is really tough if you don't have that piece of post-plant utility to rely on.
Yeah.
Here's one flash to set up the round, and then another flash to close.
Clean shots. There it is.
Yeah. Not pre-placed, actually. I thought it had been.
Just on the fly.
Not as good, you could argue, because easier for them to break in the midst of the moment, but in all of that chaos...
It's a bonus conversion.
Yeah. Furia come out on top. A nice set-piece round, and then a clean post-plant. On Pearl, they got the plant down in 11 out of 12 rounds, just as a reminder. EG could not stop them.
The pace being a significant portion of this one as well, because I think EG, they're comfortable with a slower game, more cautious game. That's what Haven was for them.
Yeah,
Furia, they didn't, you know, they weren't proactive.
Yeah, Furia were playing too passively on Haven.
They've immediately ramped it up at the right times now for these following last two maps. Jiggle again, and you talk about it. We said it. Some of the best at spotting out which weapons are the best to be using for these jobs. They will always opt into the outlaw when they see the money's low. Nerve.
Nice flick.
Snappy.
Gives away a weapon. And Dijazin's, he was a beast on Haven. He's been a beast in general, but you're not winning a 1v4 from this position.
Plants down. Furia already steadily looking to see if they can hunt and sniff out where the weapon is. Or open wide.
I mean, it's so cringe to say, but I think the percentage play is just to toss it off the map.
Yeah.
but you're never going to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to believe in your ability to do some economic damage or something.
4 rifles.
It's a catastrophic beginning.
Yeah.
It really is. Dajin is finally going to get the money, actually, to run an operator. So, Op in the hands of DG. Odin in the hands of Com. When he thinks about it, he's gone back over to a Phantom.
These guys just got worked at C, bro. Oh my god.
But the Op for DG, holding C, while Furia take A space at root.
DTP, Kuala Lumpur. He's all the way in there. Both TPs expended.
It's a nice play. See it fairly often. EU not committing the haunt off the back of it, though. Saving all of his Fade utility.
Opening of the door here. A lot of angles to account for, but there's no one going to be taking a peek into that sight line. Just taking up residency over towards A main, that rubble section. Furia poking. Prodding, hoping to see what the next sign is from EG. There's the Vice util there.
At this spot is so good for a Vice ultimate that Artesine has worked himself into.
Now looking like, yeah, they want to go into the B split, don't they?
Oh.
Well, the spike is over towards A. They want to make it feel like a B split. End over towards A, not too sure.
I think it will end B.
Okay, here we go. But I mean, the spike's trapped into the door. Oh, and what a snap! Straight to the dome. Is it? Did you see the Superman? But Artesine weaved his way in, and he found a slight gap to play off, and this whole time I was concerned about the spike's position. Maybe I still should be, but the plant will go down over towards the A side. But EU is in a 1v3. How do you account for everything the player's positions? He hears the Prowler. Sidestepping it. Even signs of life. Silent drop down. Found himself a pocket to play in. Could be a window here if he's not cleared in time. But that Horn, Paranoia, it's good. Jump spot, reveals it, and take the fight together. EG win it. That is an essential round for them to win. They couldn't afford losing.
DG hits an astonishing shot as well onto Alan.
Yeah.
And that flick is everything, because otherwise you're losing this blue room control completely. And a good trade afterwards too. I mean, the stun is great, but I think it doesn't even land, and Nerve is... sorry, not Nerve. Superman's required to go and take that fight. I think criticism of how Furia played that, they should probably be leading with the Vice ultimate, but honestly maybe calling to be a bit greedy with it and saving for post-plan, something like that. But especially when DG has an op in his hand.
Yeah. Critically.
Get that on the floor.
Exactly. They picked it up. They have it for this one now. It's always the danger when a team just completely runs away with the opening few rounds, is that you don't actually build up the economy at any point to get the operator. Especially with a team like EG, where you know it's going to be core to their game plan.
He's on quite a passive line at the moment, Dejazine. Just staring at a Viper wall that's going to be going up and down in his face. It's actually much more critical. Bao's position here that we're looking at. He gets pushed off the line by a smoke, though. So he hasn't actually got very much information about, are their bodies scaling mount?
Yeah. A lot of guesswork right now for EG.
Here's Koala Noob, but not enough to call for information. The Haunt and the Prowler being used up towards A, though. Catches one player, enough to keep EG here, but it's going to keep C weak.
Yeah, right now very spread. EG posted up towards it. Steel Garden is being used to try and fake some presence, but the player's already pushed way out. Com somehow gets the return of the fire there. Alam's going to be dropped down anyway, but out into the open, the blind barely getting back to safety. Okeanu's just trying to really play in with the rest of his team, but Nerve, he skipped straight past it. The timing taken, but a stun will absolutely be able to reciprocate with that kill, and Hunting can't quite get out of there alive, not with the spike, but still alive now. Will be triggered though, and it reveals exactly where he's looking to end. 20 seconds.
Might be able to isolate a fight with his wall.
Yeah, it's placed deep enough. Flash, peek, hold on, there's the one fight that he did isolate. Superman was ahead of it. Repositioning now, back to the wall, but there's a pocket to play in here. If he plays it right, gun remains in his hands.
Big mistake.
And here it is, EG. I'm quite aware of this one, but it's a plan for back sight, and look at this. Dejazine sticking all the way, just looking for the signs of where this player might be. The timing just barely missed there. The internal clock missed by a millisecond. The full stick saves the day for EG.
Yeah, he's planning for some kind of spawn play, something like that, but EG on the retake knew exactly where he's gone because he took that dip forwards. I think this is an overcook of a round from Furia, to be honest. They don't default to bait out the Vice wall, but then they Vice ultimate C. The wall doesn't get triggered, so you know it's a fake, and there's two players on B just waiting for it. So, a little bit of an overcook in terms of how the ults are being used here by Furia. Normally a very good team with them, but they've still got enough money.
Rounds are being racked up here. EG have ways to get back in, but like you said, the money is still good for Furia. Can have guns on guns, but not anticipating that Oki could be on that angle already. Takes out Koala Noob.
When this wall goes down, Dejazine might look for a peek as well.
Sidestep at the C's.
It's an awkward position to play with an op, but he might find a target.
Yeah, it's really awkward. Another flip of the switch. All attention being dragged. Oki's just doing it all.
There. I think that one was through a smoke.
Prowler. Caught onto Artsin, and not aware of that corner position. Using the wall again to reposition. It's a good defense over towards the A side, but honestly just kind of limp in terms of Furia. And R-ing about whether or not they wanted to commit. And now a lot of contact plays. Hold on. This could go very wrong. I mean, they've already lost two. They brought it into 2v3. Pit dropped and laid it down now. Plantic to the corner. This gives him some coverage. Blind shots.
It is illegal to be losing a 5v2.
You can't be losing it. Praying that one of these shots connects now with that rifle spam, but EU just twisting past the timings here. But as the wall goes down, Very much exposed, bit of clearance. Sigma gonna spot him out. Yes, eventually cleans him up. No, still alive though with this pit, but very predictable in terms of the positioning that he might be in. The snakebite already expended. Doesn't have that time, still ticking as the decay kicks in. No, okay. Starting to get worried.
Definitely some concern on my side, but EG come away with it. Furia, even when, you know, Ardazim was in a bit of a clutch scenario in the 1v3, they are making EG work for these rounds in the late moments. But the early moments, actually, EG are playing some of these slower rounds a lot better. If you look at the bonus and what Furia did, where they ran a fast pre-barrier call, we're going into B, we're accelerating, we're using utility to set Alim up with a judge, and we're going to win the round off the back of playing post-plan. That round looked beautiful.
Yeah.
And EG couldn't keep up with the tempo. But when Furia are playing at a slightly slower pace, EG are hanging with them completely.
I mean, they're chipping it away slowly over the course of the round. I mean, they're giving away first kills, follow-ups. There's no trade in sight as well. The Fury players are not tight enough, I think, to instantly respond.
Yeah, it's 3-4 right now in terms of first kills to first deaths. I mean, pretty, it's identical to the scoreline. That's actually something that I wanted to bring up about Pearl, though, as well. You had 18 rounds played. First kills were 9-9. So, you know, EG are having actually moments, even on the maps where they got dominated. I mean, Pearl here, they did not really have too much of a hope, but they were still getting first kills. So they're not finding themselves in these early rounds at a massive deficit. But, you know, sometimes the positioning, even after they get the first kill, it's either immediately getting traded, or they've given up too much map control, or the plant's already down. Here, though, they're actually putting the squeeze onto Furia.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, you know, it's not a firepower issue for EG on that previous map necessarily. well, hold on. But now, trailing just the one round. EG again with this operator. It's roaming around the map in the hands of Digizine, but he's not taking any aggro lines of it. It's always quite...
It is quite passive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's passive, committed into weird angles where you wouldn't expect it. Alim is there. He does have a shotgun. The Judge ready at the waiting. Fast lane. Quick pivot is called for. In through towards B, and he's attracted all that attention, dragging out the bullets from these EG players.
That's definitely Nongshim-esque.
Yep, trading out though, almost instantly at that. So 4v4 here. EG will be able to surround this one, but the plan going down onto B surely signals they're worried about this A presence.
Well, yeah, so they should be. EU's positioning is diabolical.
Oh, okay, shots on wide there. Oh, okay, quick on the reactions. Digizine's there with the operator.
Baiting to try to play Nerve in. 3v4 post-plan. Furia have been immaculate in post-plan positions.
Again, at that disadvantage here, it's based on the timings. Can you sidestep most of the util coming your way? Knife out, Koala misses the chance to strike there, but already they don't anticipate this! Just dominating, asserting themselves! Up through heaven.
They're so good at being able to... I mean, he knows he's in a horrible spot there, Koala.
Yeah.
And so he just throws caution to the wind and goes for a play, and then the rest of his team is ready to swing off him.
Yep.
He puts himself in a selfless position after he fails the first fight, where he essentially just puts his body on the line for other people to swing off.
The most unexpected play. I mean, nobody was ready for the man who jumps up into heaven.
No.
As you're scaling onto side.
You're just not ready
ridiculous.
for that. And thus ends the EG streak that they were on. Even though they won 3 in a row, we were talking about the fact that they were being made to work for it in the late round. And that translated into economic problems.
Again, the signature play, Koala Noob, he's got that outlaw. Tracking the money. Putting the hurt and the squeeze. Probably goes a bit skew-whiff there, so not going to be getting the information they're looking for.
And one thing the desk were talking about that we haven't seen very much of is Digizine getting pushed onto aggressive positions in Mound or Rubble. I think he's played 1 round at Rubble. Here he's going walkabouts. And this is more reminiscent of what they were doing on Haven, right?
Yeah.
He walks up, he's got a Guardian in hand. On Haven, that's more towards A long. Here he definitely could be the playmaker.
Yeah. With how slow Fury are playing as well, it does give ins. Despite the weaker weaponry of EG.
Giving away his hand a little early.
Yeah. Looking to break some of that util. Peeling back and away, but the rest of Fury now grouping up. Big stack, all 5 of them.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
EG still seem to think that this is fake pressure C, and they're going back into A.
The wall only just being triggered. Alem's going to be separated from a lot of his team. And like you said, I mean, EG feel like it is that fake pressure, but we know it's very much real. 20 seconds remaining. Player's not really in position, I don't think, to push this back.
Means that you have to go for a safe plant, which is worse for your post-plant positioning.
He is ready, already with plans at hand. Right forward already. Walls opened up. Bow's just looking to attract attention and pressure. The paranoia swoops forwards, and EG looking to see if they can claim space. The Jazine. That is sharp. Precision needed in a moment like this. And like you mentioned earlier, the plan is just not good in the position that it's in. There is no pushback. There is no win cons here. The Jazine. Thrifty win. An ace for him.
The round had already been won at that point, but yeah, put it on the board. Those 2 kills that he got with the Guardian, though, are so precise. Look at this second one.
Methodical.
Yeah, I think it's getting him activated is a night and day difference for EG. But here, it's another Furia tripping over their own shoelaces. Yeah. They take so long to get into the C site. The plant is bad. They can't play for it in the post. They make a big mistake. And actually another anti-eco loss. Furia have had so many of those today.
Tons and tons and tons of them. Credit to EG though to capitalize off all of this and the separation. The Vice util, the Thorns as well to keep the rest of the team out, but shot through the smoke. Artsin's able to trade it. Now priming the ult.
The Vice ultimates have been... I mean, this would only be a second, but this would be a weird spot.
Yeah. Looking to see if he can set this one up. Oh, Keanu's. Yeah, this guy's got a hot hand right now, looking to play all the way into it.
One enemy
As he goes down, the trade is in sight. EG, good control over the whole of the map. But they have slipped and missed the mark here with Artsin hearing a bit of a scuttle in their spawn and knows that there's a fight to be taken. It's Bao that just sidesteps him.
5-5 here.
This is good.
It's not bad for EG. They're finding their way back into rounds, winning important thrifties, challenging Furia early on, being able to get first kills on their side.
It's excellent news for this EG squad. I thought all the wind had been taken out of their sails after that second map, but
yeah.
5-5, drawing level and even with Furia on the decider.
The only major ultimate in play for this round is Artisan's Steel Guard. I want to see them try to get some value out of that. Pace increase, though, from Furia.
Yeah, and Alan's again got that judge ready. Smoke going to be placed down. Okeanos has got to be scared of this one when you hear that neon. Jumping and dashing, attracting all that attention, just trying to beat a human drone to see if he can lead the charge. Cracked open the A site. It's given out.
Good tempo from Alan as well, always slowing down to wait for that extra piece of utility.
Level of awareness perhaps there for EG this time. Got to keep an eye on the flank. As they're watching from that rubble with very passive positions. The rest of Furia locked in with post-plant controls and the position of Artsin. It is traded, it's good at that. Superman's there. Tap at a switch. They know that time pressure is mounting now and they got to get a bit of a move on, but EU running rings around them. The classic's out now and he's just jumping for joy. Pretty much sealing the deal. Okay.
You can't be giving him that in round 11.
Okay.
And he's cold. Resting heart rate of about 10. He's like a crocodile. Oh yeah, that is a great round from EU. He finds this opening kill, holding a crack angle. Artisan eventually gets rooted out, and then he plays around this door pretty brilliantly. It takes EG so much time to root out the player Artisan over at rubble or root, and then go back through the door. They're losing these A retakes mostly because Furia are putting extra pressure on them there.
Well, guess what? We're straight back into it. Let's see what the answer is. And Odin at Humbercom, you could be caught way out in the open. So Prowler is going to be catching him right onto the heels there. So nearsighted, but Superman slipping in and out past this wall. So for now, we played here before, found it in, and again that Odin spam. Listen. That's what it takes, but players waiting way out to the open. The Haunt connects, they know exactly where Alem is. This is EG, but the entirety A section of the map, and a lock and key. Spike drop down, Alem barely alive. He's going to be limping into the next few engagements. if he even gets a chance for it right now, because all the angles watched. 6-6 for EG.
Same opening from Furia as they took really aggressive space, and yet Comms Odin melts them. Look at all of this damage. This was after he'd already hit about 140 damage onto Alan too. And EG is super happy to take that fight. What a great recovery in this half from EG, down 0-4.
Yeah. The immense amount of credit has to be given to them right now because they are firmly back into that believable territory here. An upset win over Furia within our sights.
They're making me believe.
Yeah, they certainly are. We'll see what happens on the other side of this. Here, EG on a precipice of pulling off something that nobody thought was really possible, at least from us as well. The predictions of the day, all of us had Furia winning this one.
Yeah.
Off the back of that last week. Now, it's nothing unusual about that, but EG have returned with fire in their bellies, looking to put up a bit of a statement here against a Furia squad that have been left lacking in some areas, I have to say. Going from one week to the next. Definitely taking a few steps back, but EG good enough to capitalize.
And that's the important thing, right? If you're a team in EG's position, anytime there's an opportunity, you have to jump on it. And that even extends to this half. You've got yourself into a winning position, or a winnable position in this series. You've got to put the dub in the column at this point. Because, you know, when you get to the end of this stage, you don't want to think, oh, well, you know, we could have won against Furia. We had a close game against Furia. What ifs are not going to get you to playoffs?
That's the trouble with the group stage as well. The important matches, you really don't know the importance of it until you get towards the end, but you've got to imagine a win against Furia makes your odds of making playoffs much more likely.
Look at this from Bao, really deep vice wall, baited out, so now they know that the defensive pistol round included an aggressive B setup. By the way, it's DG and Superman back at the top of the scoreboard, so whatever wobbles from Pearl, not there anymore.
Alim crouched up. Tiny little trap play being cooked up here, but EU takes one to the dome. And all that prior damage, it's a quick and easy cleanup by Bao.
Great performance from Bao, actually. And that classic comm calling again, really slow, really controlled on the attack side. Furia, at least, though, looking for information.
Yeah.
Alim trying to challenge. Koala Noob looking at a jump spot. But he's actually missed all of this timing at Mound.
Yeah, and all of that Vice Util is sitting laid down over towards the A site.
That's a lot of spam.
Yeah.
That's going to call these players over immediately. But actually, they spam and rotate, and they're going back into Unk on A.
Superman. Even a Vice Util, though. You've got 20 seconds left. Good timing to trigger the wall as well. It has popped the Thorns. There's cause for concern now. Artsin doesn't have any util to play off, but his team is going to be rapidly approaching. Play down for now. Stun is good with a connection all the way into the back of Pit. Artsin still holding on to control of the back of the site. Plant down and spam again through the dark, and the smoke does bring down Bao from that prior damage. 4v4. EG trying to settle into more comfortable, at least positions, but now looking to maybe take a fight further forwards here, but it's still being held down and watched down. Still, angles are there, ready and waiting. They're toppled in the blink of an eye. Bandit getting some work done, and Digicine the one wielding it.
19 kills in 13 rounds. This guy is on a heater.
Oh my.
Higher kill per round than even he was dropping in the 30 that he put down on Haven.
God.
Not many people going for the bandit, even when they can afford it, but...
I follow you, my baby.
They're doing a great job of playing him into these situations.
Yeah.
You know? Like, he is actually getting set up better than he was on Pearl, for sure.
Furia. It's exactly what EG tried, only this time, player will walk straight into it.
They're allowed to go for that. Dijazine only has a Marshal, but the problem is the team is not set up to react on the other side of the map.
No.
Like, the squad was with the Marshal player there, which isn't really how you want that to work.
Not a hero to sound presence, Furia. Starting to get a bit of a read now, more than a bit of a read. That's a very deep TP! Got a hand, 20 HP dropped down to, but Oki's still alive here, and Bao puts a stop to it. With the EU dropped.
The damage is huge, though. There are 3 players that are one shot to Alim's Sheriff. That combo of the Sheriff Marshal, again, Furia weapon abusing.
Yeah. Still in the danger zone. Alim posted. These players are so damn weak. Instantly responding! Shots through the wall, and as you mentioned, you teed it up perfectly. The prior damage has softened up Common Bao. Left alone, seeing if they can piece it together. Both of these players low. This comes down to the wire. Comes down to stray shots. And a 1v1 Com. 30 seconds remaining. It's a mad dash and a sprint. We'll see if it's a soundbait play, if he wants to hard commit all the way to A.
Just 34 HP total across both of these players.
This is absolutely manic, man.
I don't even know whether the Bulldog is favored in this position.
Yeah, I don't know at all. I mean, listen, Nerva's going to be able to get the time to strike because he hears the scurrying of those footsteps, a thrifty win. And this is where the issues lay.
Oh, I mean, that is diabolical for the EG believers, man.
Yeah.
They get the pistol after going 6-6 in the half, and you're thinking they're set up for a lead, for success, for a potential bonus. It is worse to lose this round than if you had lost the pistol. And I think, you know, huge credit, honestly, to the Marshal value. I know that it's Alim who does most of the killing, but the Marshal body shot damage set it up for it.
Yeah, softened up all the opposition and reminiscent to EG in that last week. Win a pistol, lose the follow-up. You have to convert the advantages when they're handed to you, otherwise you're going to be kicking yourself.
Dijazine now becomes the hero. You know, the buy that they went for, where they had one person pick up a Marshal, one person pick up a Sheriff.
It's weird.
Well, it now means that you have a rifle to work with, but yeah, DG is
700, Superman's on 400.
I guess they're going to try to supplement that with a Judge in the next round, but you are really looking at your 2-star players here with weapons in hand to try to make something happen.
Yeah, they're not down that much, but it's a risky play, and if it goes wrong, economy might be in free fall. Showing a bit of presence over towards A.
But not too much. It's still quiet enough that this could still be Superman on a solo lurk.
Grouped up. Ready to strike at the heart of the A site. Oh my god.
Superman gets a haircut,
yep,
but no damage done.
Now, breaking of the door, moving over towards that B angle. That's laying in your face.
Fake B
Yeah,
and
fakes
A.
on fakes, apparently. EG realizes a bit of a crack and weakness over towards the A site.
Com loves calling those.
It has pulled the players away. It's given them enough time, space at least to potentially to get the plant down, but Alim is already there getting active. Needs to be a bit of a follow-up. The trade is there. This is getting really chaotic now in the final details and the final moments.
Where did Dijazine's gun go?
Not too sure. Damage being done. He's dropped it down.
Okeana's picked it up.
He reclaimed. It's important you keep that one into hands where they can do something. Com is walking around the world right now, trying to find the timing, but his team is being eviscerated. And the damage done may be surely there, waiting, the gun holding, no! Hey!
Heartbreak at the final moment. Com's flank, absolutely iconic. But he didn't feel confident going for the classic kill.
The players were weak enough, but yeah.
EG invested into that one, so yeah, we've got to see what they're working with in this round. You had called it out that they went for, it's like a semi-hero buy onto Dijazine and Superman. I mean, Dijazine can just pick up a Judge in this round. Not that he plays with the Judge much, even when he's on Neon. Oh, yeah. You see the frustration.
Killer.
But they also seem still fairly upbeat. Right, it's only one Guardian, actually, the damage done.
It's not too bad. Couple of half armors, I think, to ensure that they have full util. EU quick spam into the corner. I think that's just in case they put down the Vice Flash. Hold on for now, though. Mid-rounding should be ordered up for EG because I think they need to spot out where this Vice Util is. Easier said than done. And look at Furia. I mean, they're already doing the job. Very proactive.
The attacking protocols for EG, though, are good in order to escort their people into position. Okeanos is walking up B there with Paranoia to try to shut down Alim if he did go for some kind of aggro reclear. But you're right, they baited out that wall very quickly.
Yeah, Paolo catching sight of the Jazine. He's going to be hearing this. I think the Vice Util should be just humming in his ears when he was closer, but...
This feels a little bit like Furia's Haven, though, right now, where they don't know where EG are ending at all.
Yeah. Well, now, could be 5 players stacked up over towards C, and they wouldn't be none the wiser. The wall's still not baited out.
Yeah, the snake bite there, actually huge for Nerve. Because now that is full information.
30
seconds left.
Doors opened up now. This time is being taken by Koala, who was trying to slip past the smokes. The wall's still up. It's obfuscating this one. And Alan, okay, he's got that judge in hand. Paranoia will not matter. Close quarters exactly where it thrives. It's a good trade there by Superman. Revealing him through the dark there. I believe the Haunts as well. Just let him straight to it. The plant down. Now, real pushback. But again, look at the position of Koala Noob.
Oh, look at the position of Bauer. EU missed him. He missed the timing. Went back to check B.
Ships in the night. Koala Noob, though. It's that backstab. No one's expecting that one. Slowly squeezing the life out of these EG players. They might be into the post-bomb, but it all relies on Bao now. Again, taking his turn for the timing, and this time he strikes true to the heart of where it all matters. These players are dropped, and they fall. 8-8 for EG. They are not finished.
What a big lurk from Bao there. Gets himself inserted at the very beginning of the round on an aggro B position. Had the wall to make sure that he wasn't going to get re-cleared. Okeanos is holding Paranoia. And then in the late round, he finally grabs that timing. EU's jiggling it, thinking, all right, I'll go back and check it on a timing. I'll go back and check it on another timing. And somehow Bao navigates the ship through those choppy waters. This is still very winnable for EG. Even after failing to convert the pistol. Look at the ults that they're about to get up to. If they can convert this anti-eco, EG are in the driver's seat.
Oh yeah, the war chest will be filled to the brim. Could use it to take it one step further, potentially break Furia's economy with another round win after, but got to focus on the round at hand. Again, slow siege over towards A, seeing if you can force reactions out of Furia. Flip the switch on the door, bit of spam into the walls.
Now, they lost the previous anti-eco by getting chipped down by a Marshal. And there isn't one in play here. It's more close-range weaponry. I mean, the Sheriffs are not really close range. But you're worried about running into a stack. And right now, C is empty.
Yeah. Only Artisan home. Slightest of off angles he's looking to play off.
That smoke, though, makes EG think twice about this.
Yeah, it could be walking into the unknown, but now going to be sending it full throttle. The stun does connect. Artsin looking to be alive there. Barely just scurries out of dodge, and now finds himself a little corner to tuck in.
Really good entry from Digicine as well. Jump peeks in. Pulling away the crosshair of Artazine, and this should now be a really difficult retake. One of the things you don't want to do is feed up Superman's pit, but Furia might still go for it.
Yeah, they are going for it right now. They're even going to be utilizing the overdrive, but Alam is dealt with swiftly. Almost as soon as it's offloaded, Digicine's left wondering where the hell these players are, not knowing that they are waiting right round the corner. And there it is. Takes his time with it, just dissecting the angles, slicing up the pie. Trying to take his time. No, a lot of trip damage done, but snappy stuff towards the end and good adjustment of the rifle aim.
It's not bad though for Furia. The one ultimate that isn't online is that Viper's Pit. And actually they forced out a fade ult too. They traded a couple of ultimates here. We were talking about the overdrive being invested, but they draw out Comms Nightfall.
Yeah.
So I think they can be fairly happy about how that retake attempt worked on the Thrifty. But this is EG's opportunity now to capitalize.
I want the ecos too, bro.
A one-round lead.
You're looking at Bao. He has Steel Garden. If Com can create a strategy designed around this ultimate, Furia could be broken again.
Deep Haunt, not broken. Gives peace of mind to EG. They know nobody's trying to fight over this Rumble control.
Okay, different look now. Koala Noob fighting Mount aggressively. He can take an angle, take a fight, and then TP out. Or at least pull util out of comm.
Not entirely hard committed. The util though, they might have just spotted him. The TP, is he out of the open? Not quite. They could have potentially jumped on it. Has to use 2 to just get the hell out. Smoke. Popped up, placed up, but now it's going to be a Steel Guard and rapidly approaching. Vacated by Koala Noob. Gives him space.
Important though that he pulled that utility out.
Broke the Thorns.
And the retakes have looked fairly good for Furia.
Stop them here. Furia, they could gear up now into rapid tempo. Looking to take over here with a Nightfall to pave the way forwards. Big Decay catches onto a few of these players. Koala Noob!
Oh,
no way! Complete unawareness. Complete collapse from EG. All sound cues cut away. They had no idea at all. Leaves it into the hands of Com, but grouped up. Firing line puts a stop to it from Furia.
It's exactly as they drew it up there. Wow. That ult combo, I don't know. You do see it work fairly often, a Nightfall into the Omen ult, but man, when it happens, you just see the POVs of the other players and you're thinking, surely
someone turns around.
But no, no idea. There is a visual indicator, but they're not looking in that direction.
And so the abundance of util that's being thrown at them.
Yeah, exactly. That was EG's opportunity there. They're going to take a tactical timeout. It's not like they're in a bad position still. It's 9-9. They can still be the ones in the driving seat if they want. But the big ultimates that they had to try to pull things in their favor, knock down the economy of Furia, they've missed an opportunity to be fully in control of the end of this match. Yeah. There's still chances, but they let one slip.
It's a big one too. Furia's economy, again, they wouldn't have money to buy into this next. It would have given them even more breathing room, cemented the lead moving forwards, but like you said, it's not over yet.
I think that's one of the areas that Furia have been most impressive throughout both of these weeks, actually, even with their wobbles today. The post-plant play, whether that be retakes or in the post-plant, has normally been really good. You can see on the timeline that there's a bunch of EG retakes, but those were all in like 3v1 scenarios, that kind of thing, 5v2. So in the like even numbers post-plant scenarios, Furia's protocols are very good. And EG have got to be wary of that.
Yeah.
Try some post-plant aggression yourself, maybe.
I see the fast lane. They want nothing to do with the A-Rubble fight.
Oh, Digizine's flying out there.
Big TP. Okeana's trying to weaken up other areas, extremities of the map, pull attention towards spawn. Furia don't seem worried about it though. In fact, the Util's going to be flying forwards into the B hit momentarily. Adson does well to play his life. Util's well to be popped off here. Prowler up into the corner, and they hear that Judge go off. Do you really want to step to it? Gonna have a protocol ready and waiting. Allen might look to glide and slide just to avoid most of this here, but Judge in his hands. Calm demeanor from Digizin. Hard committed to the reload there. The Seas will connect, but just breaking all that util into him, a couple of warning shots, and even just dominating control of that smoke. Running though forwards, Adson looking to lead the charge for the rest of his team. 2 kills, blink of an eye, and catching the timing of Com when he's repositioning. Oki, it's all on his shoulders now, but he's got a multitude of players to deal with, and Superman left with the follow-up. 3 players against him.
How do they win these situations, man?
It's ridiculous. Adson, how is he finding those kills?
It's another 5v5 retake, and just as I was talking about even number scenarios being so good for Furia in post-plant scenarios, but this one looked like it was going to go differently. EG are in. They have the Neon Judge on an aggressive angle. But as soon as the Judge took 1 kill, notice how everyone on Furia takes a step back and play the longest lines possible. And when Digizine goes for the second peek on Neon, he's taking a fight way further than he expects. And he can't get a second with the Judge.
Actual Terminator, bro.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Incredible round for Ardazine. Goes up to top fragging for Furia. And this is the round where EG would get broken themselves.
It's the same play that Furia wanted to go for last round, but they were scared up by the fast lane, but now they spotted it. Signs alive here, out into the open. Could be anyone's game. It comes out to the shots. What a response by Digizine.
What a stun as well. Just when it matters most, EG get themselves into a massive player advantage. Their money is not good. They need this round.
They do, and it needs to be clean. No stray kills not going their way. Furia, Nerve, and Artisan are in the right place.
Good discipline, good pause from EG. One of the things they do best on their attack side. You know that Furia have to make a play in a 2v4. You got to be diligent in clearing these spots too.
And Superman, he likes to play here. Be aware of the spot. He was just doing it on the previous half. Walls opened over towards A. Now hearing it. Neon signaling quite a bit in a spot like this. Deep Prowler as well.
Just go in as a pack together. You don't need to clear out a Zenith. Everybody goes through tree.
They've given him a lot of space though. He does have the ult in his back pocket. Nerve, hold on if this kill goes his way. Digizine on top and on point.
Yeah, you're right in the sense that
if
Furia, if Furia were in a 2v3 with Steel Garden in the back pocket, I could see them maybe going for that, but Digizine.
Playing exit is smart. The money is tight for EG.
Yeah, I think there's a chance here that Artisan actually does some big economic damage.
We'll see how cleanly EG are able to get out, but right now their only escape option is to go for the double doors. And so, up to Artisan. Well, the damage done. Chip damage through the wall. Paranoid committed!
I mean, that's big.
He beams down 3 towards the tail end. It is big.
Okeanos gets to save his armor as well, so he can drop a teammate. The rest of them get the plant money, they get the 3K for winning the round, but they do have to buy a lot of utility back as well, so it's not gonna be great out there in terms of the money. Artisan has really kept the squeeze on EG with that. It's a good opportunity, actually, for somebody on Furia to pick up an outlaw. This is one of those spots where you'd expect them to go for it.
That's big. He beams down 3. Should be a big deal indeed.
Nobody goes for it, though.
No. Furia, very aggressive position by Koala Noob. He's happy to really just post himself up over towards C Mound. There hasn't been much off the rip started around EG playing for that space, to be honest. It's been free territory if you're brave enough to face up on the chance that they might go that way, and Koala Noob is getting constant mid-round information.
Yeah, it's very good info from Koala Noob, but when they challenged him, he didn't have a teammate near enough to be able to hold on to C. Doesn't look like that's going to be relevant for the moment in this round.
Oh, back over towards A. Hot shots, seeing if they can hunt out where some of that Vice Util is.
All of that economic pressure from Artisan killing people in the post round means that this is another must-win round for EG. All right, look at the money. Digizine's got nothing, Bao's got nothing. Superman with 150.
Who's going to pick that one up? It looks like the end goal is to be moving over towards A again. It's just C pressure. Faking. Pulling the TP here. Koala Noob does commit it. And even the rotation as well coming through.
Look at the call. You can just see with Alim's rotate there that he got the call from the C players. Now this is fake.
Realizing they've given that space to Thorns.
Artisan could ult.
Yeah, he does have ult, and even the Vice Util on top of it. Overdrive popped off here. Taking a swing and a peek for this one is a prime position for it. The Overdrive is going to be fading away, and Alim just spraying down from that high ground. They got no plan to deal with this at all. It's pistols out. And chaos here for EG. Game plan getting away from them.
Digizine is going to be so mad about that one, Brent. There's a Vice ultimate out for the defense. He has his Neon ult in his hands. He is the perfect guy for EG to go and take that space, to get the kill onto Artisan, to put EG in a winnable spot.
Yeah.
And you said it. Alim's literally just spraying. He's just spraying through a smoke from top heaven, catches Digizine in the head, and the superstar player for EG hits the deck. Look at this!
Yeah.
I'd be so frustrated if I was Digizine in that position, because he had the keys to the castle. And Alim's smart prediction on his pathing saves them. And we said that it was a must-win round for Evil Geniuses. They are now in a spot where their economy is broken. Artisan's pressure in the post round, taking down a bunch of players, and then having the ultimate in the late round. Great call from Koala Noob that it was a C fake. Great ultimate from Artisan, and great spam from Alim. And suddenly it looks like Furia are in control of the game again.
Yeah.
It's giving Haven.
It is up to 11 for Furia themselves. For EG, it's more than just digging deep at this point. You do not want this to be the match that you reflect on over the course of your year and look back at with disappointment about what ifs, questions circling around your minds. You have to find a way forwards. They've been good here and there with the Thrifties, but that's not consistent. But it's what's going to be asked of them.
Yeah, it's a Thrifty coming up. I think the Thrifties have been getting more value just off the top of the dome. It feels like on the defense side.
Yeah.
You know, when they've been able to run the like crazy Bucky rounds, Superman's inside a smoke with a Bucky. Yeah. Those have been coming from defense side for EG. What do you do when you're on attack and Dejazine doesn't have an ultimate and you've only got pistols?
I mean, Furia as well, one step ahead, already anticipating the B hit on the eco for EG. Look at the Viper Wall. Cuts off heaven for a retake.
Yeah. That is a weird
It's a weird one. I've never seen it, but it's purely because they're on an eco and they know that they are, maybe, most likely going to be trying to end B. EG, though, with different ideas. They've been working A lot on their attack.
This wall also draws a clear line in the sand on A.
It is. Adsin overwhelmed by the Utah. This is ult expended here. Now he's way out to the open. DTP needs to be accounted for. The Haunt at his back. Not killed in time. It's still just pistols that you're working with. And EU, he takes that timing. Sees the util sailing past him. Good for that. Stray shots though. Okeana still with that Sheriff, and it's going to take more miracles, more magic like that to see if you can put a stop to it, because right now it's Furia in control. It's looking inevitable that it's going to be up to 12 for them. Last player spotted out. An impossibility for Com.
Match point for Furia. 2 opportunities to close. A reminder though that on Haven, EG, they looked like they were in a winning position on Haven. It did go to overtime. Furia had chances to close. Couldn't. EG grinded it out. They'll be hoping, they'll be thinking about that map 1, seeing if they can do the same thing again. Rifles back on board. Superman with a pit in his back pocket too. If they can get into a post plant.
No more second chances here. It's all in investment from EG. Throwing everything into this round. Koala Noob, the aggro play this time pushed back. It's a Haunt and long range with a util Prowler. Narrowly avoided. Just for that orb control and bow now one away from the Steel Garden.
Most of the time, Ardazine has been setting up on A. Furia have not rotated their positions with the Vice too much.
Same Viper wall on B. Clear game plan for Furia. A lot of spam damage. This is on 21 HP. Gets away from it though, keeps his life intact, and that could be pivotal.
Yeah. There are 3 players stacked on this C site on defense. Not something the Fury have been doing an awful lot. Comms calling has actually been pretty good. Like, the defaults have been denying Furia information. Tap at the door.
Yeah, still got his util. It's lying in wait with the Thorns. The flash towards the back of the wall, but he, critically, is not home.
It's a passive hold on the A site. Superman may be able to get a pit down.
30 seconds, though.
30 seconds left.
Losing the timing now. The Haunt clears most of it. Addison's found a gap. A time in between most of this util, and this wall's still there. It's stunted them. They don't know what to do.
There goes the pit.
Superman's down. No pit. And Alim just holding the back. Takes matters into his own hands. Quick task, quick glide. Dejazine. It's an impossibility, isn't it? How the hell do you find a way forwards? 10 seconds remaining. The spike out of his grasp. So close, yet so far for them. They fall at the final hurdle. It's all Furia dragging it back into their control.